what's up everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Resident Roleplay. This is a show where a group of friends and I get together and play homebrewed tabletop RPG set in the world of Resident Evil. I'm your host and GM. Welcome to tonight's episode, everyone.
Oi.
Hello.
So that took a little while to get started. Apologies for that, but we had half the party running late. Lauren was working 12 hours today, so it's a mess.
You say 12 hours like it's the 12 hours that was different.
Mm-hmm.
That's every day.
Yeah.
It's a Saturday.
Yeah, it's true. Saturday is the weird part. Don't normally do that on Saturdays. And also, Mel is in the middle of changing rooms or something, apparently, over at the campus. So
And
he's
computer.
Yeah, and his computer is doing the updates. So he will be late, but hopefully still be able to join us here tonight. But other than that, we have everyone else that you see currently on screen. So yeah, that being said, I suppose we could go ahead and dive right into the action, and hopefully Mel will trickle in here at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me get myself organized here. Previously, on Resident Roleplay. After stopping Scorpion's crew from stealing the T. Veronica virus in Tokyo, you were rewarded by the wealthy collector Hiroki Oshiro with a great sum of money and the Muramasa rifle from his collection. Returning stateside, you spent a few days preparing to depart for South Africa, where the Ouroboros virus is rumored to be. Meanwhile, Katara funded some research projects at her university. Sarah took some time to get to know various members of the party, while Mr. G traveled abroad, where he added a scorpion tattoo to his neck while hanging around Germany. Chauncey decided to stay put and stay stateside in order to keep watch over Camp Clancy in case Mario Feliciano decides to pay a visit, who you know is now back in the country. And of course, whose father you defeated in order to take the manor in the first place. But he assigned the rest of you to go out and handle the mission in Johannesburg on your own, and that is where we last left things. So, before we jump straight into the travel, it's worth noting, I didn't mention this last time, that before you depart, Chauncey would give you guys like a little bit of a briefing, at least those of you who did return stateside. So Mr. G, you're abroad, and so you'll probably actually get to the airport terminal first and arrive before everybody else.
Yeah, I can be on a conference.
But yeah, basically, Chauncey would make sure everybody's up to speed, that you're to meet with local BSAA contact, who will be your guide, much like in Tokyo. There's an agent by the name of Okoro Idowu, and he'll be your sort of local guide once you touch down in Johannesburg.
Okoro Ido?
Idowu. So spelled here. Let me paste it like I did with the last one, like so.
All right, just as long as there's no ooh in there somewhere.
Dang it. Kakakori's in the chat too.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm...
So,
Yep.
So yeah.
Kaka knows what's up.
Yeah.
So,
well,
quick question.
Yeah.
Wait, was that the just like general over of the briefing? Just
Yeah. You were to. He says this contact is going to meet you at the airport that you'll be touching down at, and will be able to be your guide in the area and let you know any sort of local goings on that you need to know about.
All right. Because there's a couple things over this, like, what was it, like 2-3 day?
Yeah, it was about 2 days.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That I wanted to do really quick. Because you said I did get all of Scorpion's assets, basically. Yeah.
I established off stream that you would have, as part of assimilating Scorpion's spy network, received from her crew that you have taken under your wing a bunch of like items belonging to her, like phones, laptops, things like that I'm assuming you're storing away somewhere in a wherever Mr. G's safe place is.
Yeah, I have the safest house. But could I first... I don't have time to start looking at all that directly, but is there anything about Scorpion's bank accounts? Do I have access to her funds?
I'll say make a retroactive investigation check to see if you locate anything like that in... And
this doesn't benefit from my...
No. Because this isn't utilizing the network to find stuff. This is like digging through the network. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what do I even have here?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is before I even technically get that feature.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
So this is straight investigation.
I would like to make an investment check.
I really would. You can decide what invest stands for. 21.
21. So pouring over the resources that you have, you get a few numbers that seem to lead you towards bank accounts, but they're like scattered. You find like one or two across different European countries, a Swiss bank account, obviously, things like that. But you don't get the sense that this is all of her funds, but you do have access to a few sources.
Because if I can start getting those like transferred into mine, I would at least start trying to figure out. Again, 2 days, not too much time to do stuff, but that's what I'm going to be doing next. As I'm trying to start getting those transferred while my other people are working on finding some scapegoats.
All right, so you're looking to transfer those funds into your own accounts.
Yeah.
I'll say... Yeah?
Okay. No, yeah, go.
I was just going to say, go ahead and roll, make a percentile roll.
I don't have a macro for that.
No one expects the percentile roll. Unless you're playing a percentile game.
35?
Oh.
Multiply that by 100, and that's how much you get out of the various assets. Actually, we'll call it
100? Okay.
We'll call it 200 actually. But that's since you found a couple of different accounts. So yeah, that'd be 7,000 in total. So that's how much you gain from assimilating these couple accounts.
That works out exactly right. Hold on, wait a minute. Is that right?
What?
My bank account's really big. That can't be right. Is that right?
Well, you guys just got a big payout last episode, so...
How much was it, though? Do you remember?
It was 500,000 to divide amongst the... What was it, 5 of you?
Okay, yeah, so it was like 100 and something thousand, right?
No, or did you divide it 6 ways? Can't remember.
I don't remember, but it would have been something like 100,000.
Mel did the calculations, so...
I was looking at my bank account, and I'm like, I have over $100,000. Is that right?
It's possible,
so
yeah, depending on how much you had before Oshiro paid you guys out.
Yeah, I had like almost 50K before the payoff.
Mm-hmm.
But I forgot what I was going to say in regards to that.
So, well, you've assimilated those funds, so we'll go ahead and move everybody on to the travel sequence. So basically...
Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, was there anything Kevin wants to get done, by the way? Because I don't think you did too much during downtime last episode. This might be your last chance, if you want to craft anything.
This is one thing. I believe I've crafted all I want.
Okay.
What I want to do is I want to see if I can't make a blueprint of what's it called? The greenhouse solutions from scratch. Like I want to see
just
if
from
you can
memory?
do it from memory. Yes.
Okay. Whew. So like kind of try and assemble like all your memories of it and then recreate it on a fresh blueprint.
Yes.
So I'll say make a straight, this is just going from memory. So make a straight intelligence check.
Can he add Can he add his proficiency since this is his thing?
I'm gonna say no.
History check?
That's usually for lore-related stuff.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. No, I'll say this is straight intelligence. This isn't going to be an easy roll necessarily to make, especially since it's been a while.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, please. No.
So you attempt to draw upon what memories you have, but the problem is it's been a few years, I think, at this point since you left Greenhouse Solutions. So you tried to put together some like rough designs and sketches of what you recall about the blueprints, but the problem is not only that it's been a few years, but there was also a lot of it. You knew Emil's ambitions for the Greenhouse Solutions facilities on the island were quite vast. And so it really would be impossible for anyone to hold all of it in their head. So, you summon up like maybe a few floors from some of the main facilities, but nothing beyond that you can recall in great detail. At least not blueprint level detail. But kind of general plans and things like that of the direction it was headed.
He just sketches it all down and scratches his head and thinks for about an hour, and he's like, oh, screw it, good enough. And he just takes that with him and plans to hand it off to Mr. G and just like, yeah, here's a general idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can probably put down like some notes in the margins of like other things that you knew about, but you don't necessarily know the designs for, things like that.
Yeah.
So
it's a big box of just like, I know something was gonna go here.
Yeah, something here? Question mark.
AA gun? Question mark.
Snack bar. Yeah. So once you get that done, the rest of you, all you with the BSAA, you manage to secure a red-eye flight to Johannesburg, and the flight goes by pretty uneventful. Upon arrival, and again, by the time you guys arrive, Mr. G would already have touched down. But yeah, you touch down at the OR Tambo International Airport, and have to make your way through a pretty lengthy customs process, similar to what you guys saw in Tokyo, being that the situation that you're here on official BSAA affairs, even though you're taking a commercial flight. So yeah, you make your way through the crowded terminals and hours upon hours of questioning and going through customs and getting all of your identification verified. It's a little bit rougher than usual since Chauncey isn't around as the captain to kind of smooth the process over, but you guys have done it once before and you eventually get through it. And so once you do, you're free to move about the terminal. And Mr. G, I'm assuming you're just waiting at some place in the terminal for them to...
I'm at Starbucks chatting it up with the barista.
Okay. Yeah, if you're keeping your eye on the gates, you would probably see them before they see you.
Yeah. Oh, like I'm basically like I touched down and now I'm like just waiting for just waiting at the terminal or waiting at the airport for the rest of the party, but like waiting for the party to come. Yeah. So I'm just chilling, just like, oh yeah, I'm just waiting for some friends, but like just chilling at a Starbucks.
Yeah,
chatting it up with the barista.
So I'm gonna say that okay, from getting off the plane and getting into the main part of the terminal, would Kevin be able to see Mr. G at all?
It's pretty stealthy. Make a perception check, we'll say, for you guys to see Mr. G.
Yeah, I rather my clothing is always matching whatever environment I'm in.
It's true,
so
yeah.
I'm designed to blend in.
Oh, shit, never mind. You thought you were blending in.
Yeah, it turns out when you're talking real loud and trying to flirt and you sound like this, you're kind of obvious.
That's great.
So yeah, Kevin, you get eyes on Mr. G in the Starbucks.
I walk into the Starbucks and just I walk up to the counter. I'm trying to be discreet. So I just order a strawberry frappuccino and wait for it. And when it arrives, I grab it and I sit down next to Mr. G. And as I do sit down, I take a sip and I take a folded sheet of paper out of my pocket and hand it over to him.
I know this routine. I'm going to palm I'm gonna like walk by and just like yoink.
Yeah, just palm it as
Said
you
piece
go
of
by.
paper.
Yeah.
Seamless. And you notice Mr. G...
And Mr. G is totally drinking a caramel frap.
And Mr. G, you notice that with the rest of the party that Chauncey seems to be absent among them.
Did he say that during the briefing that he was going to be absent?
Probably wouldn't have come up during the briefing, because I think he only mentioned
okay.
it during his outro with the rest of the party last episode. That was there at Camp Clancy.
Okay. But everyone's all here now, though.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm just gonna find somewhere nondescript that I can just like just see what the paper reads.
So yeah, you can probably find your way into somewhere private, like a bathroom or something. Lock yourself in one of the stalls and look at the paper, and you do see some rough blueprint sketches of some of the Greenhouse Solutions facilities. A few floors of one of the facilities, at least.
Do I have? I don't know if it says it in here, but do I have a portable scanner, like a photo scanner?
That's a good question. I don't know if that's a part of the spy gadgets. That's a little bit advanced.
That's a bit chunky. That's chunky. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly
take a photo.
And then just in case I lose this piece of paper, I'll upload it to my network and have some people start analyzing it.
You set your spy network to task.
Perhaps they can find a better version of the blueprints.
Just like, here's what you're looking for. Ignore the coffee stain. But we'll all meet up with everybody outside of the airport.
Okay, so you guys start moving through those very crowded terminals, and you eventually exit to the parking lots outside, where you see among a small crowd, it's about middle of the afternoon right now, I think around 3 p.m. or so, local time. And so, there does seem to be a busy period for the airport. So there's a good crowd of people gathered outside, various people waiting for others that are getting off the planes. But amongst the crowd, you see a local gentleman holding a sign and that reads just BSAA on it. And the man's, he's a black African man, well-built, with a bald head, and he's wearing a jacket with the West African branch BSAA emblem on his shoulder as a patch.
I'm just going to... I'm just gonna approach, and as we're all approaching now at the same time, right?
Yeah, the whole party's together.
As we're approaching, I'm just gonna sidle up next to Kevin and just try to hold my fist out.
I look at his fist.
Fist bump.
Oh, I bump his fist. Yeah,
that was dope. You're acting like a true spy now. That was sick.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Mr. Okoro, I imagine.
And as you approach, and he kind of sets the sign down, and he's just like, yes, that's me, Agent Okoro Aido.
All right, well, best get going.
You must be the
This
team.
No.
This is us. No.
Yes. Let's go. We got stuff to do.
Now I'm quite confused.
Yeah, we're BSAA. Let's go.
And yeah, presumably one of you are
And then we'll show
identifying.
credentials.
Yeah.
Is there any way I could put him at ease by showing identification?
Yeah. You would have some.
I just roll my eyes and show it. Yes, it's us. Don't listen to him.
It's good advice.
And you see he's kind of saddled up next to a sort of SUV of sorts that he goes ahead and gets on the driver's side of. And he's like, yeah, very well. Go ahead and get in the vehicle.
We entray the vehicle.
So you guys get on board and he starts driving you guys. It's about a half-hour drive from here to Johannesburg. And beside the highway, along the way, you see a number of small urban towns, with both plenty of both grassy patches and desert sands in between. But on the highway, you find yourself approaching a massive, sprawling metropolis ahead. And as you enter the inner city, you find people of all manner of ethnicities walking the crowded urban streets. So, welcome to Johannesburg. And Agent Koro goes ahead and he's making conversation with you guys all the while, and he's like, oh, okay, so what all do you guys know about the mission at hand?
Where are we currently? We're in the vehicle traveling?
Yeah, you're currently traveling, en route
Okay.
to Johannesburg, but...
Alright. Yeah, so, well, we're here to pick up Ouroboros.
We're looking for a seller, I believe. Some guy who's supposed to be selling it.
Yeah, do we know the exact... Because all we knew is that Ouroboros was here. Did we know, like, what the...
There were some
what it's...
other details you were told, but if you can't recall them, you could ask, hey, Akoro here.
Sure.
So, yeah, if you're, but as you guys mentioned, Ouroboros, he does kind of, like, go and he's like, oh, yeah, we got, there's a local black market dealer calling themselves, Section 3. They are rumored to be selling the Ouroboros. They're led by a guy named Edwin Van Buren, and, you'll probably want to look in Rita's hovel for, those guys.
Van Buren?
Edwin Van Buren.
Alright. Do you know where these Section 3 guys like to hang out?
Yeah, like I said, Rita's hovel. That would be the kind of place you find people like that here.
Is that a bar?
It's a slum on the outskirts of the city. It's home to arms dealers, drug lords, brothels, all manner of unsavory types.
Ah, home. Alright, take me there.
That'll be interesting.
Ah, Katara, you've been quiet.
Yeah, I've just been listening. That's about it.
I look over Mr. G. Yeah, I'm sticking with you because you know this real well. From what I gathered.
Yeah.
There's nothing like slums. That really puts me back in my younger days.
Not a fan of seedy places.
Yeah. I was gonna make a joke, but are Blu-rays a thing here yet?
You got DVDs
Pretty
at
sure-
the least.
Let's see, what year is it?
It was 2008, actually, so Blu-rays, I think, are around at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
the PS3.
That's true,
supported
PS3.
Blu-rays.
Yeah. Well, that was that's their technology.
Mhm.
Sony. Anyways. Dumb pun.
Oh, good. Do you feel at home in that kind of environment? I personally, Well, I was born and raised here in Johannesburg, so I know the lay of the land quite well. If you need anything, be sure to ask me and I could get you around. I speak a few of the local languages.
So you're a city boy.
Could say something like that. I speak Zulu, Afrikaans, and English, of course.
Well, I speak slum, so let's go.
You should be right at home in Rita's Oval. And he continues driving you guys along, and he's like, so what's the plan? Do you plan to go straight there, or do you want to check in, find some lodging first, or?
Now, I know what I want to do. However, I want to know the opinion of the party first.
I mean, you guys can talk it over. What's your plan here? It's the middle of the day, so you guys could, just go straight about doing
3?
anything. Yeah.
Okay.
It's around 3 p.m. local time.
I look over at the party and I stand around and I say, okay. Now, last time we cut it. I'd say we cut it a little close as far as now. These are obviously black market dealers, so they're so.
Well, just because we're in South Africa.
Anyway, point is, I think we should just go right there and take care of this. What do you guys think?
So you want to go in and handle this immediately?
Or should we take some time to prepare first?
I mean, preparing is always usually the best option. But then again, I feel like I'm already prepared. At least what I have on me.
I'm pretty much good to go.
So, I mean, if we do want to rush in and just kind of handle this right away, we can.
Well, I'm sure time is of the essence with these sort of things. Where there's Van Buren, he stole an early prototype of the Ouroboros virus, and the original owners are likely to be looking for it, in addition to whoever you're trying to intercept it from.
Question: Would any of the BSAA members know about what happened with the events of Resident Evil 5? Has that happened yet?
No, that has not happened
That's
yet.
about to happen. It's like months away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
that's next year,
cannot
yeah.
talk about future events.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Well, the Ouroboros, and at this point, Ouroboros is still a really new thing. This is like the first. I mean, even here, it's not even a confirmed sighting of Ouroboros. It's a rumored one. You're
Somebody got their shit stolen, and it's like
you're going off of rumors here. But yeah, nobody's really seen this virus before. Nobody really knows much of anything about it. It's all whispers and rumors at this point in time.
And at this point in time, the populace is not infected with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that we know of.
Yeah. I should knock on wood. That's better.
Also, there's some other activities that you might want to look in while you're at it. There have been some. Have you heard about the quarantine zone that's been going on in Rita's Oval? Well, I guess if you hadn't heard of Rita's Oval, you probably don't know about that.
Oh shit, there's quarantine.
Yes, there is part of that slum that has recently been ravaged by a disease. It's now under quarantine. We suspect.
Do we know what kind?
We suspect bioweapons are involved, but it's hard to tell. Nobody really goes in there. Once it
I
ever
heard
since
to
it's been
say
locked
something.
down.
Huh.
All right. Just let me get this. Let me get the facts straight here. We're looking for a bioweapon in the slum that is currently under quarantine by a suspected bioweapon.
Yeah, one small part of the slum. It's not the entire thing.
It doesn't negate any of what I just said.
True.
Knowing our luck, the man we're looking for is probably in said small part.
My guess is the guy we're looking.
Quarantine.
It's true, and my guess is the guy is patient 0.
Well, the University of Johannesburg was on one of their campuses. They have a clinic, and the people from the clinic were going in there to treat some of the diseased. So, if you go to the university first, you might be able to find out more about the situation there. I don't know too much, only what I've heard.
Well, with this new bit of information, I think we need to hit the clinic. I'm not walking into a quarantine zone without a little bit of forewarning.
All right.
I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, that would be the best option.
I give. All right, let's do this. Clinic, I guess.
Okay.
How close is the clinic to the slum?
Yeah, pretty far. The slum's all the way out on the outskirts, and the clinic is inner city.
By the way, what's the name again? Something Hovel?
Retha's Hovel.
Retha? A name?
Yeah, sounds like a name.
Okay. Yeah, alright. Alright, so we're heading to the...
So you're heading to the university...
clinic. The university
clinic.
clinic.
Yeah, so he drives you to the inner city, and you guys detour. He takes you, he's like, the clinic is here on the Dornfontein campus, so I'll point you in the direction of it. I'll stay by the car while you guys go inside, but if you ever need anything, feel free to ask. I'm an SOA agent with the BSAA. I'm quite qualified for combat and reconnaissance and all manner of things, so whatever you need, I'm your guy. I'm yours while we're down here in South Africa.
Oh, okay. SOA Special Operations Agent.
Mm-hmm. That's right. War.
Gotta look it up. All right.
But yeah, he takes you guys down to the campus. You to this area of the where you see like these grassy hills with trees planted along walkways between various modern-looking buildings and facilities. And as he parks nearby, he points you to which of the buildings is a health clinic amidst other lecture halls and libraries and whatnot.
All right.
Okay.
Wait here. We'll be back. We exchange contact information so we can call him should anything go
Yeah.
weird.
All right. So you guys head into the health clinic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So yeah, you guys go in there and you see a number of nurses kind of going about. There is like kind of a waiting room you pass by with a number of people that look to be waiting in line for some sort of treatment.
Is it super busy?
It's not super busy, but it's it's active. It's fairly busy, but not crowded by any means.
All right. I guess we'll just start with just like people waiting around in the lounge.
Mm-hmm.
Start asking questions, just like heard there was some sort of infection. Heard there was some sort of infection that was being passed around.
Mm-hmm. And some of them are just like, oh yeah. I'm just here with a common cold, but I heard some crazy things are happening out in the outskirts.
Yeah. Could we just like asking around find somebody who was from the slum?
Asking around, there doesn't really seem to be any people that are here as patients who are from the slum. You get the sense that there was more of like a like field work that people from the clinic were doing. Were going out to the slums to try and treat people.
Oh, so we should have just gone to the slums anyways.
Well, there are nurses around here that might be able to tell you more.
You guys want to stay?
Yeah, we can. Yeah. Ask around, see if we can get some nurses.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right, yeah. If you try to flag down some of the nurses, most of them are pretty busy. But one of them might point you in the direction of like this. Once they realize, at least if you're making yourself known as like not patients, essentially, they could kind of point you in a different direction. They point you to the office of the nurse in residence, who's named Rachel Bowman. And entering her office, you would find like a middle-aged woman with shoulder-length brown hair, wearing a lab coat and blue scrubs and glasses on her face. And she's just like, okay, so I hear you have some interest in the situation down in Retha's hovel with the quarantine zone.
Well, rumor has it that we might be needed there.
And what sort of work? Are you a humanitarian or?
What is BSAA technically? They're militia?
Yeah, technically they're military. Yeah.
Clean up.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the official, like, without saying we're like, you know, BSAA, but basically just like it's basically like you know, private. What do you call it? Private military,
contractors.
I guess. Private contractor.
Oh yeah.
Because like, what is the BSA's like status? Like, what are they?
Well, they're really just like
Are they just the military?
Yeah, they're like an international military organization.
All right, we're military.
Here under international affairs.
Yeah. Under the auspices of the United Nations and things like that.
Yeah,
all that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, you make that note, and she's like, "Oh, I see. Well, I guess that certainly complicates things. I know there's lots of rumors circulating about bioweapons being involved. It's really hard to tell. One of the university students who's in training to be a nurse, Lacetti, she went into Retha's hovel to help the sick there about 3 days ago, and I warned her against it, but she was very adamant. The area that she went to is now quarantined, and she hasn't been seen or heard from since.
And she has a way to contact you.
Yes, she does, but again, haven't heard from her.
All right. But
You
you.
Yes?
Wait, what were you gonna say?
Oh, she was just gonna tell you more information about Lacetti if you're...
So, do you have any? So here you don't have much information about what's going on inside of the quarantine.
No, not much here. I mean, we have some... I guess she never got the chance to return with any documentation on what sort of sicknesses were ravaging that place.
All right.
But you see,
Do some field work.
yes, if you head out in that direction, if you could find her, that would certainly put my mind at ease and perhaps bring her back in one piece. We would be very grateful. You see, Lacetti is a bit of an altruist, which is a good trait for a doctor to have, but I'm afraid her naivete gets her into trouble sometimes.
Well, that's. Well, if we come across her, we will. We're only here to confirm. We're only here to confirm her or put down a rumor.
Yes. I certainly hope it's not as bad as the rumors sound.
And we'll. If there's nothing else anyone needs to do, I'm gonna start heading towards her, back towards Okoro.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go. Katara doesn't have anything else, really.
So you make your way back to the SUV, and Okoro's keeping the vehicle warm, and he's just like, You find that anything of use?
Well, we know who we're looking for.
All right. Where's the next stop?
The hovel.
Very well. And he drives you guys out on the highway leading out of the city, and eventually, you guys make your way to the outskirts. And as it's a bit of a long drive, it takes you perhaps the better part of an hour, but eventually you arrive at your destination. And you kind of have to go off-road a bit. Or that is, the highway exits at a certain point, and eventually you make your way to clearly a less developed part of the area. And he parks kind of at the outskirts of a crowded and squalid shanty town filled with makeshift shacks, many standing wall to wall. And you see a pretty colorful array of people moving about this area. In fact, it wouldn't be any exaggeration to say that just about every person you see is armed to some extent.
Mm-hmm. Oh, all right.
Yeah, like you guys come in packing heat, and you do not look out of place. With Katara could just walk around with an assault rifle on her back here,
and a grenade launcher, and everyone's just like, "I dig it."
Yeah.
What did I miss? What did I miss?
What did you just get back?
The hovel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You guys just arrived at the hovel. Again.
Oh, did you get the name of the person we're looking for now?
You might have missed that.
Troy?
I didn't get the name of them. What's the name?
We're looking, there's a nurse named Lassetti who went in, hasn't been heard from, but she would have the most information about what's going on.
Interesting. Do we have to go into the quarantine area?
Oh yeah, we're already there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Are you guys making your way to the quarantine zone?
Yeah, I thought we were there.
Oh, okay. No, you just arrived at Retha's hovel. This is a pretty
quarantine
sizable
zone, right.
Yeah, it's a pretty sizable slum.
Yeah.
And there's just one small portion of it is quarantined.
Yep. Just
Wait,
face forward.
while we're here at Retha's hovel, isn't this where the guy is? The people?
And Okora would clarify.
Yes.
He's just yes, all sorts of shady types are here. I suspect the Section 3 guys that you're looking for would be hanging around here somewhere. If you want to find them, this would be the place to do it.
Let's knock out two birds with one stone here. We're already here. Let's go around and look for them. I'm gonna do a perception check if that's all right.
What are you looking for?
I'm just gonna see if. Well, actually, everyone here looks the same, don't they?
I mean, well, everyone here is a little bit similar in the sense that everyone here is unique. Again, you see all sorts of characters. Some of them look like militia types. Some of them look like common thugs. A bunch of Zeph-looking people. All sorts of shades, colors, and hues. Everyone's dressed a little bit different. You see some, possibly just I guess upper class looking black market dealers mixed in with, very just low class thugs. It's quite the array.
Should I just do the obvious answer and ask?
At your funeral.
Hey guys, I'm looking for section.
It wouldn't hurt. You'd die pretty quickly.
Okay, so where?
I'm too unnerved to make a move. That's Kevin at this point. He's like, never mind.
You're just like, what? Where do we? Everything's so weird.
Well, if you keep going into this place, you'll probably run into a bar at some point. Maybe start asking around, making chit chat with the locals. The quarantine zone, I believe, is off in that direction. He kind of points off somewhere.
Mr. G is just going to look back to the group and it's just like, all right, follow my lead. Don't look anybody in the eye. Keep your eyes straight. Just keep walking.
Of course.
And what
yes,
about
sir.
you, sir? You want me to stay by the vehicle? You want me to come with you guys?
If we need a fast exit, stay by the vehicle.
Understood.
We'll call you if we need an extra gun.
And he nods. He's like, very well, I'll keep my phone handy.
I'm not expecting a fight yet, but you never know.
Especially in a place like this.
But don't want to show all our cards yet. We're going in here as unknowns. We prefer to keep it that way. We don't want to. Is he all uniformed?
Not uniformed necessarily. He's in like kind of casual looking attire, but he does have like the BSAA patch on his on the shoulder of his jacket. It's basically like a cargo jacket kind of thing.
Yeah, we don't want a black market dealer knowing the reason we're here. That's a fast way to get killed is to show up as the pigs.
Yeah, fair point.
All right.
So yeah, I'm just gonna start like walking with intention down towards where the in the direction of the quarantine zone, but keeping an eye out for I'm trying to think what I would be looking for.
Yeah, I mean, Katara-wise,
suspicious.
Anything
Katara-wise is just going to be like following your lead.
Yeah.
Following your lead, and just kind of keeping watch to make sure we're not being like followed by people.
Walking with intention means swag.
I'll say both of you can make a perception check. Katara, seeing if you guys are being followed. Mr. G, keeping an eye out for anyone that stands out.
I'm looking for somebody who looks like they know what they're doing there, as opposed to somebody who's just surviving.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like I'm looking for somebody who is what's way to say it. I'm looking for somebody who's looking in the same way that I'm looking. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Somebody who's moving with intention. Somebody who looks like they know what they're doing.
Yeah. Someone with a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You said perception, right?
Mm-hmm. Perception check.
Oh, hey!
Oh, hey, all right.
15 and 15. For Mr. G, you would notice that there definitely are like a few of your types, people who look like they're moving with intention, people who look like they know what they're doing around here, and are kind of sort of men and women on missions, as it were. But yeah, they all seem to generally gravitate towards the same direction, towards the northern end of the slum, and then kind of disappear behind some various shacks and buildings that out of your sight. But there does seem to be a general direction where people who are searching look to be heading.
Where is the slums in relation to us?
As in the quarantine zone?
Not the slums, the quarantine.
Yeah, it would be more westward, essentially, on the western end of the entire slum area.
Okay, that's not too bad. We won't be going away, but I'll start steering the party in that direction.
Towards the quarantine?
No, towards wherever I see all the other people, because that way we can, instead of going straight for the quarantine, now we're just going to go a little bit of a detour.
Mm-hmm. And Katara, to your perception, nobody really seems to be following you. In fact, nobody. It's a crowded area, and so it's a little bit hard to cut through and, you know, pick out individuals sometimes. But even so, like, nobody really seems to be paying much attention to you in general. You know, this just seems like again, just like a very alien place to to you. And
Okay.
yeah, it's just like everyone's sort of going about minding their own business, except people who look to be like gathering off into shadowy corners to strike some sort of deal.
Okay. Let's keep on going.
So,
Yeah, I'm
Mr.
steering
G,
the party towards the north direction.
yeah, you guide everybody, or north or west.
North. You said the people that I saw were north, and west
Yeah.
was the
Quarantines.
quarantine, right?
Yeah.
So I'm heading north.
So you're heading north at this
Because-
point in time.
Yeah. So we're making a detour. We were going straight west. Now we're going north, then west.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
So yeah,
So
heading.
it's along the way. So
Yeah, so heading northward, you do, you know, cut through the general slum and eventually make your way towards the end that everyone seems to be congregating around. At least people moving with intention seem to be. There's a couple of notable things actually that you see around this area. You see like a pretty massive shack that seems to have like pretty open doors, and through which on the inside you could see, you know, just like a room with guns hung up all along the walls. It looks to be some sort of arms dealer. You see a building that is like a small sort of one-story wooden structure. It's actually significantly better built than most of the surrounding shacks, but it's still pretty run down. But the inside looks...
but it's an actual building.
It's yeah, basically that's it. It's an actual building. And so, but on, like you can see on the inside, the doors are kind of open, and there looks to be like some sort of bar situation on the inside. And there's like this very messy sign over the top that just says Nash's Bar. But like, those are sort of like two of the locales that seem to be just sort of around. But what's attracting the most attention is that there is a fairly large building not too far off that looks like kind of nondescript, save for its immense size. It's still one story in height, like most other things, but it just like it looks very large. Like it's got a lot of square footage inside, and there's like this sort of like black African gentleman with dreadlocks in a sleeveless cargo vest that's outside and looks to be hyping something up, and lots of people are kind of heading inside, and it just like it looks that he's pretty showy. Basically, he looks like he's hyping some sort of event that's going on in there.
Well, if you want to find the money, look for the most excitement. And also, Mr. G taking the lead will start pointing us in that direction.
In the direction of the excitement.
Yep.
Yeah, and people are like funneling in, and you hear, even while you can't quite see what the interior looks like, you hear just like what sounds like a crowd of people on the inside, like just cheering, basically. It's like a small, like the sound of a small stadium, essentially. And so, leading everyone in there, the guy with the dreadlocks seems to like go inside before you guys step foot inside, and he kind of makes his way through the crowd and around. As you guys kind of enter the building through these kind of front double doors, you do see, you do start like sort of molding with the crowd inside, and eventually cutting your way through. You see what's at the center of the large room inside, which is basically an octagon that goes 10 feet into the ground and has like sort of walls that are mostly like jagged and rocky, but the ground is covered entirely in dirt. And you see a chain link fence kind of going up to the ceiling that's enclosing this arena, with a single door on one side that looks to lead inside. And inside this octagon down below you, you just see, like just down below in the ground, you see there are a couple of gates to either side of the wall on the below ground part that you're not quite sure what's behind them. They just go off into darkness. But inside the arena, you do see just like two people throwing hands as the crowd cheers them on. Just like two like sort of buff looking dudes just going hard and just punching each other out.
Well, time to make a bet. I'm gonna look around.
Looking around, you do see that guy that was at first outside with the dreadlocks. Seems to be in one corner of the room, just like collecting money from people.
Mm-hmm. Seeing what everybody is, well, so I didn't specify that I was taking any cash with me.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to?
I guess it would be however much you had in your wallet. Yeah, I'll say you could have filled up
anything in my wallet.
Oh, you could have filled up your wallet, yeah, before you came.
Okay. Because I don't walk around with cash. I haven't found it useful. All right, I'll move. What is it? 1,000 in the wallet?
Yeah, that's what you could stack up to.
Right, I'll just transfer 1,000 over to the bank, or from the bank. Do I see what sorts of bets are being made by everyone else?
How do you mean exactly?
What's the range of bets?
Oh, like how much are people putting down?
What sort of money is being thrown around?
So I guess in the within the local currency, which you probably have gotten yours converted to, it'd basically be the equivalent of like. It depends on for the person. Most people are just doing like $10 to $100 worth of bets. Some people seem to be getting cocky and doing, several hundred. But nobody really seems to exceed for this fight the $500 amount.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna approach and I'm going to ask about the fighters and the bets.
Okay, you approach this sort of ringleader-looking dude, so to speak, and he's you ask about the fighters.
Yeah.
He was just like, "Oh, these were just two nobodies that wandered in here. Everyone started placing bets on them. We let anybody fight here."
All right. Do I see which of the two? Does one of them look like they're better off?
Go ahead. I'll say make an insight check.
That sucks. 4.
Oh.
It's hard to tell. It's a messy fight, like they both look like just brawlers, just slugging it out. Yeah, just like one guy just starts like just beating the other guy's face in, the other one sort of shoves him off, and they go to the ground, but like there didn't seem to have been any sort of takedown. They seem pretty evenly matched, and neither really being more evidently competent than the other.
Hey, could I make an insight check?
If Kevin's looking, if you're looking for that sort of thing.
I am kind of interested, and it's not often he sees a literal like a arena where people are betting on fighters. This is new to him, so he's fascinated. Well,
that's your insight?
Yes, that's my insight.
That's pretty good insight. So, I mean, you could. It seems from where you're spectating a little bit more clear cut. There seems that like one of the guys, they both are of pretty similar like build and stature, but one of them seems to be moving with a bit more intention than the other. As he's like kind of as they've gone to the ground, he gets on the mount and just like starts throwing down punch after punch. Still pretty messy, but
I walk up to the ringleader guy and I'm like, $200 on that guy.
Yeah, which one? The one that's on top there?
The one who's throwing all those punches.
Okay, $200 down.
All right, I'm gonna take that out of my account then.
All right.
Actually, out of my cash.
Yeah, you gotta take it out of your cash.
Yeah. Okay.
Sarah is also going to make a bet, but it's a different kind of bet.
Oh, what sort of bet?
She's gonna kind of walk over and like kind of lean into the guy so like nobody else can hear her, and she's gonna say, "I'll fight the winner."
What?
And he's just like, all right, for sure.
Oh my gosh, no, what are you doing? This is a bad idea.
Probably, but it'll be.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And she throws $50 down on the guy that's kicking the other one's butt.
Same guy that Kevin bet on.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, you throw $50 down.
I was gonna do
And
this,
my
but now
life.
I'm just. I was gonna do something. Now I'm just sitting back and I'm just gonna like. I'll see where this goes first.
Yeah. So the fight goes on, and it's just like it's rough and it's brutal, and it goes on for perhaps like another minute more of them rolling around in the dirt down there, and as no surprise to Kevin, the one who looked to have the upper hand when you were inciting seems to come out on top as he just like pulverizes the other guy, throwing down his punches until he goes unconscious, and like somebody has to like rush in and pull him off and just like raise up his hand and declare him the winner.
I just smile. I walk over to the ringleader man and I'm like, well, awesome. He's the one who would have the money, right?
And yeah, he kind of like he kind of like disappears into like this back room for a sec, and then like comes back in with like a bunch of cash to hand out to people, and various people come up to him and get their respective payouts, and you put down 200. So
That's an extra 4. That's an extra 200.
Well, you don't know what the odds are.
yeah,
What
so
are the odds?
you get 300 back in return.
Yeah, I'm still making a net.
And I guess in the case of Sarah, you said you put down 50?
50.
Yeah, so you get 75 back.
Nice. Still making a profit.
Yeah.
But now she's got to fight that guy.
Yeah.
So,
I want to see what the medic's gonna do.
Wait. Can I, before she does this, can I now? Okay, I need to play this in character. I want to try to convince. Now, as soon, does he know she's going to do this?
She said it. Oh no, she leaned in.
yeah, she said she whispered it to him, so...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see what happens first.
And, alright, so...
Yay.
We'll see what happens first, and then I'll try to convince her not to.
So does Sarah... so, like, after all the payouts have been thrown out, Dreadlock's guy just starts, like, ushering you towards the arena. Is just like, you say you wanted to go next?
Does Kevin see this?
If you're looking out for it, if you're close by.
I think I would be. Maybe. I don't know.
I think I was the closest to her because I was at the guy when she whispered to him.
Uh-huh.
Would you have heard that? That's the question.
That's true. Would I have? Well,
You
I
wouldn't
now
have
see
heard-
her walking up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at this point, yeah, he's like loudly being just like, oh, all right, you're next contender here.
I see this, and if I were drinking something, I'd do a spit take, and then
You just spit.
before something happens, I shout out, "No, What are you doing? I try to convince her to get off stage.
Best ever.
No! Don't go!
She,
So much of your life living ahead of you.
wait,
$50 on the other guy!
Sarah, wait.
No.
No, she's just going to ignore their pleas, and she's going to like take off her jacket, and literally she's just down to like a black tank top that she wears under her uniform, I guess. And she's going. She's ready.
So you're entering the arena. So the other guy,
Mr. G's going up to Kevin.
Katara is chuckling right now. She is
Mr.
just
G's-
like, good luck.
Mr. G's gonna go up to
Kevin's
Kevin.
Kevin's having a conniption fit.
Yeah. I'm
You
just
said-
like, huh?
You said G was going up to
Oh
Kevin.
yeah. I'm like gonna put a hand on your shoulder, and it's just gonna be like, better start making your bet soon.
Oh, that's funny.
So, as the other guy's given a moment to rest, as the gentleman with the dreadlocks, he introduces himself to you, Sarah, as he's ushering you along. He's just like, my name's Mavuto. I run this place. So, he's gonna give you the laydown of, like, the rules, and he's like, sends a bunch of information at you at once, speaking real fast. But basically, the gist is he's just like, alright, so it's bare knuckles, no weapons, no armor, no nothing. You come in with nothing but the two guns God gave you.
Gotcha.
And so, you'll be forced to relinquish any weapons and armor that you are wearing in order to partake in the arena.
She already took her armor off.
Okay.
But yeah, she'll give up her weapon.
Well, you give your weapons to us, is what you'll do.
Yeah.
You could set them
Yeah.
aside with your friends and just make yourself sort of
Energy.
sparse
Be
for
like,
the
"Here."
purposes of this fight. So,
All right, she's
you
cracking her knuckles.
strip down your weapons and you get into the arena.
Yep.
Very well. So, eventually the other guy is given a moment to rest, and he's just like this, again, like this, big sort of like fairly buff, dude with sort of like darker, skin. He's got no shirt on, and he's a little bloodied from the last fight, and like, Mavuto walks up to him, like, hey, you see them have a bit of a conversation off to the side, make sure he's down for it, and he just like nods, he's just like, yeah, let's go, and he's just like knocking
Did they give him a green herb?
his fist into there is actually a guy on standby that seems to administer a green herb to the fighter, and then he's just like shoved right back into the arena, and the guy who pulled the guys out after the last fight seems to usher him back inside and goes in with you guys. Make sure you guys go off to different corners.
Uh-huh.
And so
What's that?
that being said, let me just pull out a quick visual for you guys.
Oh boy.
Boy.
You planned this.
You thought this might happen. Oh my gosh.
So, the silhouettes are purely representative of a crowd, so the people aren't actually that big.
I was gonna ask actually. I had forgot to say before we entered, but would I have been able to take my makeup off before you entered the slum?
Yeah, you would have plenty of time because you're traveling for quite a bit.
Oh, dang it! Yeah, oh yeah, because just in the car, I just like rub it off. It's like, oh, we're going to the slums. I need to start blending in. I forgot. I was gonna pull out my tattoos mini, but I don't have a tattoos mini. I just had the full one, so never mind. Doesn't even matter.
Right. So yeah, go ahead and drag your minis out.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
wherever you guys are spectating, if you would like. Not that it much matters for you guys, but
Is that the guy?
yeah, that's
Is
the guy.
that the guy?
That's the guy who introduced himself to Sarah as Mavuto.
I don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know that yet, but that's it. So I need Sarah to roll for initiative.
This is probably the most dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. Yeah.
Is there a white towel nearby by any chance?
There
I just want to hold on to it just in case.
does not seem to be one.
Oh shoot.
This place is pretty seedy. So, what was Sarah's initiative for me? Is that it right there? 13? Okay. So, after you've gone to your respective corners, the sort of pseudo unqualified ref type person just like, all right, hey, guys in corners, all right, duke it out. He just like runs out and closes the gate behind him.
Nice.
And Sarah, you get to go first.
Awesome. So, he's on the other side of the ring.
Yeah, that's this is him right here.
You see what you see.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. So she's just gonna run up and like just punch him in the side of the face.
All right. So, yeah, you move up. Go ahead and make an unarmed strike attack,
That
which is just your strength.
strength. Okay.
Unless you have a fighting style, which I don't think you do. Yeah, you're medic, so
No, I don't.
yeah, just strength. Strength
Yeah, I
modifier.
don't got that stuff. What are you talking about? Ew. Gross.
So you swing and you miss, and it just like your punch goes wide as he sort of ducks out of the way, and he is, unless you're going to use any more movement, he's going to make his counterattack.
Okay. Go for it.
So he goes ahead and throws out just like a jab cross combination. First one's a 19 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Second one
no.
is a 7 to hit.
No. No.
So the stiff jab just like hits you straight on and knocks your head back. And sort of like you get like a little bit of a nosebleed going. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and then it's back to you.
Nice. She's gonna try to knee him in the stomach.
All right, go ahead and make another unarmed strike.
Just give me 1 second. Oh, this is dumb. Oh, nice, 20.
20 hits.
Nice. So it's 1d.
1d4
don't
plus
do
your strength
one.
mod. So yeah, if your
I
strength
don't
mod's a
do
1, then
unarmed
plus
very
1.
often. Oh wow. Two.
All right, so you just like hit him with a knee to the gut, and you just like, the impact just ripples against his abs, and he seems to take it like a champ. And if that's gonna be it for you, he's gonna make his 2 unarmed
That's
strikes
it.
again. While you've got him in like this sort of clinch, he's gonna come up and just start throwing some elbows into your face. First one is going to be a natural 20. And yeah, just like the first one just like cracks across your face, and just like that bleeding nose that you have just goes spurting out as he leaves a big bruise on the side. And the second one is a 10 to hit. So with the crit, he does 7 points
wow,
of
that's
bludgeoning damage.
Lovely.
I thought he had 3.
3 to attack.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And
All right.
that's going to be it for his turn.
Nice. She's gonna. God, I'm not good at this kind of. I haven't played Arcade in so long. She's going to just try again, right, the jawline with
Just-
a fist.
All right. Just going to go for a straight punch.
15.
15 hits.
Oh, that was the wrong thing. Sorry. Oh my
Another
God.
2 points
Another
of
2 points. Whoops.
damage with it, just like a wet slap to the jaw.
This is adorable.
No, this is terrible.
He's gonna go.
Pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, and he's like, he takes that hit and just like clenches his jaw, and just like goes in for like another elbow and then a right hook. First attack is 16 to hit and 7 to hit.
No, and I believe yeah.
Hit, miss, hit, miss.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What's your mobility modifier?
It's a 2.
Okay,
So
yeah, so
12 hit
you're at 12 AC.
12 and higher.
Yep, yep.
So you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Not bad. This is terrible. All right.
At this point, I'm wondering who has more health.
So, that's gonna be the end of his turn. What are you doing, Sarah?
Okay, she's gonna try to like come up under like his chin, trying to knock his head back.
All right, hit him with an uppercut.
Yep. These words. 14.
14 hits.
Awesome.
So your fist just like collides with the bottom of his jaw and just like shoots back, and he looks dizzied for a sec as he takes those 4 points of damage.
Nice.
Then he's gonna like return with just like another flurry of strikes, just throwing 2 like uppercuts into your gut. That is going to be an 11 to hit, which is a miss, and a 14, which hits. And he deals 4 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Nice.
This is the first one you just sort of like slip out of the way, but the second one catches you right in the rib cage.
Yikes. Ow.
Kevin yells out, "Dodge and weave, dodge and weave."
I'm
How's
not an agent.
Wait, no, she's only done a total of 4 damage at this point. The other guy's not looking at all bad.
I mean, he does still look pretty rough from the last fight. So yeah, he looks like he sustained some hits here.
Nice.
And on top of
gonna...
with everything Sarah's done after.
She's going to do that same move again, but this time mirroring what he did to her.
All right.
With the stomach punches.
Nope. Not.
Nope, that's a miss. And you just like
Okay. Wait.
you like just aim for his core, and just he just like bundles up, brings his elbow down for a block, and returns with just like another jab and another hook. 10 to hit and 15 to hit. Seems to have a pretty regular pattern of hitting you once on each of these turns. So that's 3 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Okay.
As he just like just punches you across the face.
Yep.
And you're just like, at this point, you're again, you got that nosebleed going on. You've got some cuts going across your cheek, and just like your hair is all matted with sweat as you're
beautiful
getting down into the grime.
If only her technically ex-husband could see her now. She's gonna go for a jab right in the nose.
All right.
Oh no.
Doesn't hit, just like brings up his just like front forearm block, and he's just again gonna go through with left hook, right hook.
Beautiful.
Oh no.
19 and 14 both hit.
No.
Only getting better.
Yeah, he seems to be finding his groove, and just like
Yep.
4 and 2, so 6 points
okay.
of bludgeoning damage in total. He's just like and just rocks your head back and forth, and you're getting a little doozy.
Yeah, I feel it. She's gonna go again for the nose.
All right.
I wish there was something I could do to help.
19 hits.
Okay.
You can only shoot the other guy.
No.
The other guy. Nice. 4 points.
4 points of bludgeoning damage to him. All right, you just like shoot his head back with a stiff jab to the nose, and he's just like, you see some blood start to seep out of his nose, just like, oh, and he reels a bit. Starting to look pretty hurt.
Nice. Okay. Roll it, ref.
So he is going to return with that, just like getting kind of aggravated. It's just like, oh yeah, son now. He's just gonna, he throws a kick at your legs, which hits, and then just like a upper jab, which misses, but the kick cripples your thighs with a. Oh, that was a 6 spin.
That was an awesome.
Three points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Awesome. I mean, not awesome, but you know. Okay. How big does this dude look? Like, are we talking like 200 and some pounds?
No, not that much.
One.
No, yeah, he seems
something?
maybe like he's 170 at most, but you know,
170?
fairly fit looking.
All right. Can she try to like sweep his legs?
Yeah, that would be a shove action. So it would be a contested roll. You make an athletics check, and he could contest with athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. Give me a second. New dice. Actually, it's not.
So you got to beat a 10.
The same. Okay. I think I can do that, but let's not jinx it. I jinxed it.
No. So yeah, you you attempt to like set him off his balance and sweep him using your sort of anatomical knowledge from being a medic, but he just outstrengths you in this department and just like shoves you away and breaks the attempt. So that's your action. So he is going to go ahead and return. He's actually now that you've tried it, and you guys are kind of in this close clinch. He's getting some ideas. He's gonna try the same against you.
No.
So go ahead and make the same.
What have I done?
The same roll. Actually,
is that still athletics or what?
Athletics or acrobatics if you're on the receiving end.
Hold on. That's better. So we're gonna do the better.
Yeah, and for him having to. Oh, that's a 20 though.
Wow.
Oh, that's the wrong dice. Jeez. Which is probably about as good as.
No, yeah. So he just like, while you're grappling, he just like shoves you down to the ground. He gets like one leg behind yours and trips you over it, and you fall to the floor with him pretty near and on top. So he has knocked you prone. So let me go ahead and flip you there. And he also does have a multi attack, so he can make another attack even after a grapple attempt. So he's going to go ahead and try and use his second attack, which he has advantage on since you're prone.
Oh, he just made it.
So yeah,
you can always crit.
That's true. Let's not jinx it.
4 points of bludgeoning damage as he has you down on the ground. He's just like, just like punching down at you. So now it's your turn though.
Okay. Second. All right. And now she's going. Can she try to? Is she grappled or is she? Just
You're
prone?
not grappled. You're just prone.
Okay. So I could theoretically stand.
Yeah, you can use half your movement to stand from prone.
Okay. It doesn't matter. But so yeah, she's actually going to try to take him down from her position on the.
Okay. So you're gonna attempt to prone him from there as well. Now I think.
Yeah.
Let me see.
It's disadvantage.
Yeah, I think you would have disadvantage on it if you try to do it while you're prone. So it says on melee attack rolls, which grapple type checks would be generally the same kind of thing.
Technically, it is, yeah. Okay, so disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Well,
So
don't
he
beat it.
is gonna make the contested roll though.
Like literally
So
fails.
19.
Yeah.
So yeah, he
Yeah.
resists being taken down as you're like grabbing at his legs from your prone position. But he seems to have a good pace.
Where's the ringmaster guy?
He's behind you, the gentleman next to Mr. G.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
The only other person with an avatar.
Basically,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's kind of yeah. I should have known better. He's gonna inch toward him just to be safe. He ain't quite ready to throw in the towel yet, but he wants to negotiate stopping the fight if things get a little too dicey.
Okay.
All right.
Mr. G is gonna see you and just like step between you and him.
What? What are you doing?
Well, she chose it.
She's still my sister.
Yep, and she's got to learn from her mistakes.
Ugh. You can't stop me, you know that, right?
Oh boy.
I actually can stop you.
There's
I'm
about
gonna
to
have
be a
Katara
fight
walk
there.
over.
Why would you? Why would you stop me?
This place is about to become a brawling. Except they have weapons and I do.
As this is going on, meanwhile in the arena, the other fighter's gonna go ahead and throw down his advantage attacks. So that's
the first
19
one,
to
yes.
hit on the first one, which with advantage cancels that natural 1, but still misses. So you take another 2 points of bludgeoning damage. Because again, he's just going down, just like just throwing strike after strike.
All right.
Kevin is yelling, "Get up! Get up!" I'm trying to be
And-
quiet because, like,
Get up!
She is going to, in fact, get up. She's not gonna make that same mistake twice. And then as she's getting up, she's gonna try to like hook like into his like ribs side.
Okay, so you are standing from prone.
Yes.
Okay, so you could right yourself there, and that 19 hits.
All right, hold on. Let me get myself.
I could go ahead and do
How do
that.
I-
There we go.
Yeah, I got it. All right, and then I gotta move down. Three points.
3 points. As you just like drive that into his side, he seems to take the hit and staggers for a sec.
Nice.
He's looking pretty hurt, but
Awesome.
he is going to go ahead and return with just like a left hook and a right hook. It's an 11 and a 12. The 12 just hits for 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
He did not like that.
No, yeah, he didn't like that at all. As he retaliates, he's just like, "Phew," and then just like one of them just whiffs and just cracks against your jaw.
Nice. So, my jaw's broke by the time this is over. All right. So, give me just a second. For some reason, it's not letting me. There we go. All right, and she's going to again take a shot at the nose.
All right.
14.
14 hits.
2 points.
All right, you just like shoot his head back. He was looking a little punch drunk, but he's still standing.
Yeah. Okay.
He's gonna return again with another leg kick, throwing around to your side. And then he attempts again with the other leg, and that's a 21.
Yeah, very much so.
Another 5 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
All right.
Mm,
Starting to look kind of rough. All right. So. Alright, so I'm gonna go for the nose again. I'm just gonna keep punching this guy in the nose.
All right,
I
make
wanna
your
break
attack.
his nose. It's true. Oh no!
That's a miss. And as your fist just like swings wide of his head, he dodges out of the way and like gets in close and just gets another elbow and then cross with the same arm.
Alright.
It's a 6
Okay, no.
and a 7.
No.
Both miss. You like keep your guard up and block these 2 strikes.
I'm learning. Okay, again. for the nose.
Do you really want to damage him?
17.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Hey, I'm a medic. I know that the nose can be a very
Sensitive spot.
5 points. Right to the nose.
All right. How do you want to do this?
What? What?
Yeah, she's just gonna drive it home, right. She's gonna kind of push the nose up as she's kind of trying to break it.
Yeah. So as you do, you just hear this resounding crack as just, and his like head shoots back, and he stumbles backwards, and then just like falls on the ground unconscious.
Beautiful.
Kevin's jaw just drops. He looks at Mr. G bewildered.
Mr. G is gonna lean over to the guy and be like, "Another one for the victor."
Or you're
What?
Oh no.
He's like, oh, you want to challenge the victor?
I'm not. Get somebody else, and I'm going to drop him 200.
All right.
What's happening?
Challenge the victor. Can I have Katara just be like, I'll do it.
Oh no. What is happening?
What did you start? What have you done?
Sarah doesn't even know.
All right. So you drop him 200. And Katara volunteers. It's just like, oh, if you want to fight that lady, that's on you. Always looking for the next fight.
She just removes her coat
Yeah.
or the jacket that she's wearing and just, all she's got underneath is a tank top as well.
Mhm.
Nice.
And she just hands her stuff over to Mr. G, just like, hold this, please.
Oh god.
And she steps in.
Wait, before you step in, Kevin says to her,
This guy gets dragged out.
don't be. Now I know it's a fight and all, so you're gonna do your best, but don't do too much damage.
Don't kill her.
Emil, not wrong person. She's gonna go lean in and be like, "I expect this to last no more than 5 rounds."
Thanks.
The guitar is just like, she just looks, she's just like, I'm not. I mean, it just seems like fun. Just steps in.
I just glare at Mr. G. What's wrong with you, dude? I thought we were bros.
I thought we were pros.
We're bros when we're not on assignment.
Fair enough. Whatever.
And as Katara steps into the arena, that is going to be where we take our midpoint break. So we'll be back to see the outcome of this. And I'm assuming, so who's Mr. G placing his bet on there when he dropped that?
Katara.
Okay, yeah.
Of course.
On the person who challenged. Now, the guy who dragged the other guy out also does make it known that fighters are obligated to arrest if they want to take it between fights, but it's up to them.
Yes, I do. I do. And can I really quickly? So is it arrest staying in there, or is it arrest walking around?
No, like just kind of like how you saw the last guy just recuperating after the last fight, just outside the arena, just like still being there, but just taking a breather between rounds, essentially.
And a complimentary green herb.
Yeah, a complimentary green herb, just taking a few minutes. Not enough even necessarily to constitute a short rest. Just having a breather between fights. They do at least
And while
offer
you're
that
taking
civility.
a breather, we're gonna take a breather.
Yeah, so while your characters are taking a breather, we're going to take a quick break. So, I guess don't go anywhere. We'll see what the outcome of this little scenario is going to be. So, be right back.
See you in a bit.
Bring the map back up. So, you guys have, last we left off, Katara and Sarah have both entered the arena. And you see at this point, like, Mavuto is hyping up this fight, and he's just, like, riling up the crowd and being like, hey, today we got not one, but 2 gals stepping into the pit. Who's down for a cat fight? And everyone just starts like there's a roar of cheer from the sidelines as a bunch of bodies are just like pressed against the fencing around the octagon.
Oh boy. This is beautiful.
Which, by the way, was that a heal you rolled over the break for Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Has that already been accounted for?
Yes, it's been accounted for.
Yeah. So because the people running the fight would have let you know that there would be a break that the fighters are obligated to between fights. They just get a little bit of a breather, and Sarah used that time to heal herself a bit. So, yeah.
What?
You were saying something?
Me asking. Yeah, I was going to ask if there was a possibility that while I was with my stuff, if I could have, like, I guess, like, sleight of handed, like, steroid and just stabbed it in myself.
Make a dexterity check.
Okay. Because she doesn't know much about her, but she knows enough.
If you get disqualified, I'm jumping in on your behalf. Just saying.
Oh no! Don't do that. Let's see. So 1d plus 22.
Oh!
Wow. So, yeah, you can, if you so choose, sneak that steroid by.
Yep, I'm doing it.
Yeah, Katara's got this easy.
All right. So you're injecting yourself with that?
Yep.
All right. So you gain all the benefits of the steroid. AC's up 2, got the double movement and everything, the extra action.
Attack. Or action.
Yeah. So
is that attack or is that action?
No, it's an extra action, but it can be used to make a single attack.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got it.
But yeah, so as you step back into the arena, the ref gets you back in, and you're all just like, just like sort of not agitated, but you've got lots of energy and you're just ready to go. But he has to like struggle to separate you to either side of the pit.
Does that look familiar?
Oh, I was just moving you down. Just her twitchiness.
Yeah, does that
make an insight check?
People... Okay,
Oh boy.
No, yeah,
13.
it's familiar enough.
Her guitar is just there, like, she's looking at her and she's just like... Actually, no, so, is it possible to walk over to the side real quick and call Kevin over?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the ref seems to have separated you guys to your corners, and, yeah, but you have a moment, if you would like to.
Yeah. Oh, no, we're going to do that and look at Mr. G and just kind of bring him over. She says, hey, guys, real quick. And
what's up, Katara?
She goes, so, did you know this girl roided herself?
I frown. Like, I have a huge frown on my face right now.
She what?
She roided herself.
This complicates things.
Look at how twitchy she is.
You think you could take her?
Yeah, I think I can. It's just gonna be annoying.
Again. Less than 5 rounds.
I'll try.
And by the time, and by this point, like, the ref is just like, all right, have at it, and he runs out of the arena and closes the gate behind him. And at this point, by the time the fight finally gets started, you do probably only have about 5 rounds left on your steroid.
Okay.
But,
okay.
With that being said, it's time for you two to roll initiative.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no!
That's a 28.
That's a 20.
All right. So, Katara, you're up first.
So Katara just kind of runs over and is just like right over to this girl, and she's going to go in for. So her first punch is going to be more centered towards the sternum.
All right.
And then if that hits, the second one is going to be with that same arm. She's going to go up for an elbow to the jaw right there because Muay Thai time.
Yeah, finally getting to bust out your training.
Oh yeah,
that hits.
And let me. Can I roll both of them real quick?
Yeah. I'm gonna be decrementing pretty quick. Yeah, it also hits.
So first one, straight to the sternum.
Yeah, so she just like darts across the arena at lightning speed and just like sternum, elbow, just like with Muay Thai form. And this is the first time I think a few of you have seen her fight, and at least hand to hand, and her form is actually quite exquisite and refined. So 11 points of total bludgeoning damage. Points. Yeah.
Mr. G is sitting there all cold, like steely badass, and he's just like, "Oh shit!"
That was hilarious.
That was. But this is still the first round. I'll wait till the end of the first round because I'm gonna make a bet every round.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, Sarah, you could retaliate if you would like. Or I guess, Katara, you still have some movement if you want to use it, but I'm assuming you're staying put.
Yeah, staying put.
Alright. So, she's going to...
And with that first display, the crowd just goes wild, too. Everybody in the room just gets loud. It's just like, oh!
She's going to just... one to the nose. She likes... she's... punch right in the nose, and then if that does hit, then she's going to use her second action. Try and sweep her.
All right.
So that is 14.
Nope.
So you try and give that jab to the nose, and she is just like out of your reach within the blink of an eye. And now for the second one, you said you're trying to sweep, so that's going to be a contested roll.
Alright.
So that's going to be an athletics check for Sarah and a athletics or acrobatics for Katara.
Okay.
I'll go first. 20.
Wait, was that the... there was a 3 and a 20 there.
Yeah, why did...
Yeah, why is there 2?
I think you might have rolled twice again.
I don't know.
Because that 14 was the punch, right?
The first hit, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why I rolled twice.
So we'll just go with the
does that sometimes.
Yeah, we'll just go with the chronological first one there. So you rolled a 3. But yeah, so Katara manages to resist the sweep as you like go low and try to take out her base, but she just like deftly dodges out of the way.
Then she's gonna move halfway across because I think it's 60. Yeah, it's 60.
Yeah, you have 60 feet of movement right now. Yeah.
Yep. She's dashing across.
All right, Katara can take an opportunity attack.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Misses.
Nope. All right.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was picturing.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, Lauren just demonstrated the backwards elbow.
Oh.
Just as she's running away.
Oh, yeah, if that would have hit.
Yeah.
Oh. So, oh, yeah. Anything else that she's doing, or is it?
Yeah, that's it. So, Katara, you're up.
So, yeah, she's gonna...
End of the round.
Oh.
Go over.
Mr. G is gonna drop another 200 on Katara and be like, a little demonstration.
All right,
so
another 200.
Just gonna go back over.
And at this point, lots of people are coming up to Mavuto with bets.
So she runs back over. She is going to... the next one's going to be... As she runs in, it's going to be a jab right to where the kidney is.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's going to go through and... the second one, she's going to go through and, if it hits, slam her elbow down onto her shoulder.
All right.
But
I'm gonna do something special if that second one hits.
Oh boy.
I like Lauren animating all of these.
That
That
All right,
hits.
so that's the first one, and
I'm too fast for my camera.
all right, so
Those both hit.
the first one goes in,
Five.
and then so that one's like jab to the kidney, and then with the second one, it's as she hits, I am using takedown
Okay.
of my mixed,
Nice.
and it is a target. You force your target to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
All right. So Sarah's
And
strength
if
save.
you're-
All right, I'm working on it.
Is that in addition to damage?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, let me roll that real quick.
Oh, it's
It's not-
Another 5.
she's so
Oh,
20.
that's
Oh, nice. All right, you're not knocked prone.
All right. Yeah.
well, that's good.
Yeah. Your legs just seize up. Yeah, and it hurts a lot, but you're not prone.
Life is good. Life is good.
All right, Sarah. What do you do?
All right. She's gonna try to again sweep the legs twice if it doesn't hit the first time.
Okay, so you're trying another shove. So that's contested.
Nope.
So
20?
for
Oh no, that was the. Right.
Oh,
No.
Katara has
10.
to make a athletics or
11.
acrobatics.
Oh
No.
wow.
Oh, so this
Oh, I
time,
go
yeah,
down?
Katara actually gets knocked prone. So yeah, she just
All
like bull rushes you, and it just like by sheer measure of force knocks you off your balance as you're still recovering from that attempted takedown that you went for.
And then since that worked, she doesn't have to do it again. So she's going to just kind of like stand over her and try to punch her in the nose.
All right, so you have advantage since she's
Again?
prone.
I hereby dub thee the nose puncher.
Bad dog.
Neither
So,
one of those is good though.
Yeah, so you from your position like try and throw a punch straight down, but her head just like whips out of the way, and your fist goes into the hard dirt below, and Katara's putting in some of that groundwork.
Literally.
Yeah, she's in spider guard. She's good.
All right. So, she's gonna stay with.
Okay, so Katara, you're up.
all right. So Katara's just gonna get back up.
And this is a new round, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, I'm putting another. The way this is going, I'm putting 300 down.
On this particular one, so it's gone from 200 to 400
To
to
200.
700.
So total $700, and I'm putting. I'm just like in real time. I'm just like a little demonstration. I want to talk to you after.
Yeah, he's loving it. It's just like, oh, this is so good. Yeah, keep it coming, keep it coming.
So if you remember how Wesker in the video game did that like nice chin uppercut to Chris
Oh
in
yeah,
Resident Evil 5,
just the
that's
palm.
gonna be yeah. So it's
Tiger
gonna be
palm?
like yup.
Oh,
Love that
right
thing.
up.
tiger palm.
And yeah, so we'll see if that hits real quick. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So she'll go in she'll go and do that, and then come in and do a nice slam down under her back and hit with takedown again.
I see.
Man, guys,
So
killing me.
another 18. So
Oh, she is. She is.
roll damage on both of those, and Sarah has to make a strength save if she survives it.
5.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
Hold on. 6. So it's 11.
Yeah, minus 11.
Actually, I'm not dead. Or not
Well, unconscious.
out.
Yeah.
Very close.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is working out perfectly.
So strength save for Sarah.
19.
Nice.
Oh, hey, you're rolling well on the
Yeah,
strength
all right.
saves. So
I
yeah,
mean, this is a fight.
this
Kind
is
of.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
It's
something.
certainly entertaining.
Real warriors stand on their feet when they die.
Please tell me Kevin said that.
I said that, sure. Kevin said that.
That's right. All right.
Oh yeah, that's all I'm doing.
All right, so that's Katara's turn. Sarah's up. You are
Alright.
just like, you are punch drunk and you're woozy. You're seeing double at this point as these blows are coming at you one after the other before you could even react. What are you gonna do?
So, as a medic, he probably knows this ain't good. Let's see. She's gonna attempt to sweep again.
All right, another set of contested rolls.
Oh. Oh yeah, didn't work that time.
No, yeah, Katara resists.
Yep,
She's gonna go for the
exactly.
I just,
With her second, she's just gonna try.
I want to stand up.
go for the nose again.
All right. Another nose jab.
Nope.
Nope.
You
Alright.
haven't landed one hit.
I know, it's glorious. I knocked her on her ass.
Katara is fast.
I was gonna say, this is what happens when Sarah fights a fighter, because the last guy was just.
This is what.
Last time
This is
she
what it
fought,
looks like.
she fought some guy, number one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I guess Katara's turn is up next.
Alright, go for it.
New round, by the way.
Oh, new round. I'm gonna dump another 300 and say I have a proposition to make.
So, Mr. G's just over there being an entrepreneur, and that brings your ante up to 1,000.
Yep.
Jeez.
Whew.
That's more than most people make apparently
Oh,
in a month.
Oh, I was gonna ask if
Yeah.
you had that much, but I forgot you took out a full 1,000 and then you made some from your previous bet. So,
Yeah, I think I have 100 left because I forgot I made
Yeah.
a previous bet.
Well,
all right. So, the next one being up close, elbow collarbone.
all right. Actually, I don't know
Wow.
if Mr. G did make a previous bet.
If I did, on the first try.
Kevin and
Yeah, I
Sarah
did.
did, but okay, you did. Yeah. All right. Just being sure.
I think I did. I walked up
wait a minute.
ready to bet. I don't remember if I had is that it.
It's
Do I-
pocket
I
change.
don't know.
We'll say you got it if you intended to.
That's less than 1% of what I have right now.
Yeah.
This whole fighting sequence brings to mind that scene in Sherlock Holmes.
Oh
where-
yeah, the pit fight in Sherlock Holmes.
yep.
Yeah.
That Victorian pit fight. Oh yeah.
Yes.
That was such a good scene.
That is such a good scene. All right, so
straight pugilism.
collarbone.
So elbow, collarbone, and then the last hit coming in right for left jaw.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Yes.
I don't-
All right.
It's no, yeah. I was gonna say it's not possible for you to not knock her out with this. So how does Katara want to do this?
So essentially, what she does is she just goes well, bang, and then as she goes to swing in, the last thing she says to her is just, as Chauncey would say, "You need some discipline."
That's tight.
And just with that, just your head shoots to the side as your vision goes blurry and you fall to the ground,
Oh.
knocked
And
the heck out.
and at this point,
Oh.
Kevin enters the arena and immediately takes his sister off the stage.
Yeah, the pseudo ref just like it comes in and just like grabs Katara by the arm and just raises her up as she's just standing in the middle unscathed. The crowd goes wild. People start just like, yeah, and like just and Mavuto starts handing out payouts, and that's 1,500 for Mr. G, as he's just
Wow.
like, well, you guys, that's quite a fight there. I think I
Yeah.
got a proposition as well. You representing this lady?
Yes. We need to talk.
And he's just
I'm gonna
like,
make you a lot of money.
he's just like, hey, we can make a lot of money right now if you're down for it. Didn't look like a girl in there took a lot of hits. You know, we got a ongoing thing here where anybody takes down the reigning champion, they get 50,000 up front.
How about this? Let me talk to my fighter really quick. We'll take out your reigning champion, but we still need to talk.
Oh yeah, you talk, you go. He's like starts tending to other people and start handing out some stuff. He's like, he's totally into this.
All right, so we're all gonna group up in a corner real quick. Hold on.
So Kevin, you can go drag Sarah.
Yes.
Oh.
Drag her.
just grab, just slap her awake again.
Yeah, I basically
Over here somewhere.
I basically try to shake her awake. Like, get up.
And we can
You alright?
get her back to like 1 HP, right?
Make a medical check, Kevin. See if you can wake her up
right.
just fine.
Medical.
Unless
what's
any of you have
medical?
smelling salts.
Intelligence.
Okay, intelligence.
That's the one thing I don't have on me.
That's good, intelligence.
Oh yeah, you could get her back up to 1 HP.
Oh, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna put 1 HP in there.
So yeah, you're conscious. But you're
None of those were lethal. She's just unconscious.
yeah, exactly. You're dizzy and you've got a massive splitting headache from a concussion. But you're awake.
I used to know how to treat that.
I used to know how to treat that.
No, at least you know how to treat it.
Oh, I thought you said that you knew how to treat that one.
My old character did.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
just gonna kind of just sit up against the wall like, God, I need a drink.
Kevin just sighs. Kevin just sighs deeply and he says, "You all right?
Yeah.
Good. Don't do that again."
Hey now, I just had some fun in an in another country.
Now, third, I'm proud of you. You did good. That
You
first
definitely
fighting,
did. You definitely did. I'm not gonna say you did good, but next time you're just gonna barge in, warn somebody.
Indeed. I agree with you there, Mr. G. Yeah.
However, you played a key role. So, Katara, the ringmaster, the ringleader guy. So he's got a proposition for us. Apparently, they've got a reigning champion here. If you can take him out, should be no problem. 50,000 or 50 grand up front.
Huh.
But what good will that do us?
Money is gonna do everybody some good. Everything can be furthered with money. $50,000 can get us a whole lot, even if we did just spend it to find the manifold or to find Section 3. 50 G's, 50 G's without any taxes is a lot of money.
I suppose you're right.
That's gonna get us a lot of pull.
All right.
I see what you're getting at.
I overheard your conversation with the guy there. I was standing next to you there. What was this other proposition he had?
Well, that was his proposition.
Well, what was yours?
Mine is I need to get him talking. I need to see if he knows the more influential people around here. Maybe I can start getting him talking about anybody who might have connections or anyone who might know somebody who knows somebody. Because we're going to need to start looking for Section 3. If we can't do it here, then we're just going to head into the quarantine. My guess is they're already there, but if we can find somebody first. This guy would probably know somebody who knows somebody.
Fair enough.
A lot of people who walk through here with loads of cash, and I'm looking to be one of them.
All right. I mean, your way is subtle. It's discreet. It's not all shooty like usual. You know what?
Is that your guys' MO? Oh man, I think I might be in the wrong group.
Well, the times I was here, it was all shooty, but then again, the few times I have been with the party were in Raccoon City and briefly Terragrigia.
Well, welcome to the world of espionage, where you ask questions first and then shoot the people who ask them or who answer.
Fair enough. All right. Kevin nods, and then he probably returns to Sarah and tries just keep her company.
just holding her head.
Yeah, basically.
And again, you do have like the sort of handy guy that's serving as the ref figure does offer like a complimentary green herb to any fighter to help their recovery, so you can get one free green herb out of him.
I walk over to the guy and ask, "Hey, can my sister there get the green herb?"
Oh yeah, hey, here you go. And he hands you over a green herb. So
I grab the green herb and then I walk over to her and add it to her.
All right, so that's 2d4 plus 2.
Can't you like start on a short rest? I don't know how long we're going to be here, but if
I mean, Sarah can certainly start on one.
I don't think she's going anywhere.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how long we're going to be here, but I don't want to have to be like spending an hour and then be like, oh yeah, by the way, could we have rested?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that happens a lot.
Exactly.
Did you say 2?
2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
All right, so Katara, you think you can do it?
I can most certainly try. Yeah.
You want to cheat?
No. I won't be looks over at Sarah roiding up this time.
Jay's like, all right, fair enough, and puts a steroid back in his pocket. So I think that's it then. Right? You just go fight now, right?
All right. So you
I don't think there's any way we can figure out who that other fighter is.
I'll go ask, but I'll tell him you said your go. Yo, sorry, dude.
Actually, by the time you start heading,
my guy.
by the time you start heading over to him, actually, he's like off in some other corner. He looks to be talking to another gentleman.
All right, we'll wait here by the spot, or maybe we'll wait by the door or whatever.
Yeah, there's like
the door.
There looks to be like another like table or something off to this corner where a couple of dudes are hanging out, and he's just like he's talking to a couple of them. They don't like the one that he's talking to doesn't really seem to have been paying much mind to the revelry or to the fight or anything. He's just like making some motions. Looks like he's trying to convince him of something, and he just like nods, and he's just like, "All right, everyone," and he looks over to you, and he's like, he points at you like next to Katara. He's just like, "We on?"
Yeah, she gives thumbs up.
It's like, all right, everyone. Tommy the Destroyer Edgar stepping back into the arena. Everyone's just like, yeah. And you see the guy he was talking to back at the table just like shakes his head, just like completely not into all the fanfare, and just steps up. And you see him, he removes this jacket that he was wearing over his torso. And it seems like that was all like he had on, just the jacket, just takes it off. And you see just like this tall, muscular man with just like this ripped back muscles facing towards you as he takes off the jacket. And he like turns and starts making his way towards the arena. He's got like short brown hair and a big coarse beard. And there's and in fact, as his back is like facing you when he takes his jacket off, you see along like these well-defined muscles on his back this Chinese dragon just tattooed across his entire back, and he's got like scars covering much of his upper torso as he starts making his way into the arena.
That's dope. I might have to start getting ripped.
She's like, all right.
Alright, and
I'm gonna hand you a steroid. Do you have a steroid on you, just in case?
I do not.
Do you want one? Anybody with a dragon tattoo on him is legit. We all know this.
You've watched enough kung fu movies, I'm sure.
The dude's name is the Destroyer. You know what that means?
Yeah, he destroys.
Nah, she's not. I'm not gonna have her roid up.
No, you don't need it.
So
easy. I'll give this one 8 rounds.
So Katara, you get into the arena. You see this guy Tommy on the other side, just like he's like again, his like big bulging muscles showing. He's warming up. You see him just kind of loosening his limbs and shadow boxing a bit in the corner.
Does he like look her way?
Yeah, he's staring right at you. And he's just like,
So she'll do that like generous like hands clasped together like bow.
Yeah. You give him a bow, and he just like, just kind of gives like a nod of respect in your direction. But he's just like, all right, on that. I don't know if I ever fought a lady before.
she's just like, just look at it as another opponent. Me being a lady means nothing.
Now suit yourself. I have you know, I lost a fight once when I was 6 years old. Promised myself I'll never lose a fight again. And I haven't.
6 years old?
And she's just like, hey, may the best person win here then.
Your funeral. And
Shit, I
then,
don't like this guy. I might have to buy him.
and with that, the ref is just like, has his hands out to either side, just like, just ready, and he's just like, all right, you guys ready? I mean, this fight's getting quite hyped. This is getting loud in here. And
she's
just like, Tommy just nods to him.
I suddenly feel like I'm in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, he just like knocks his
Watching
fists
World
together.
Tournaments.
this is just turned into Baki.
Yeah, basically. And with that, the ref is just like, all right, have at it. And he just darts out of the arena and closing the gate behind him. I need you to roll
Well, he
initiative
runs
against
real
this guy. Oh, dang.
I like how Sarah's also just like, I'm glad I didn't win.
All right. So, Katara, with your crazy initiative, you're up first once again.
Goes up. So in this one, she's gonna run forward and then immediately just like come in. So like with these kicks are okay, right? Like,
Yeah. It
knees and
seems
all-
like,
okay.
yeah, bare knuckles, like no weapons, no armor, just as long as just whatever you have on your person, any unarmed is seems to be on the table. You saw people grappling earlier, you saw people throwing kicks.
Okay. So what she's gonna run up and then just go through and put a knee right to the stomach. But then she's gonna use that momentum, if it hits, to like almost climb onto his shoulder real quick.
All right.
And then elbow right onto his forehead.
Nice. I dig it.
That's some straight Ong Bak shit.
Yeah, I
love it.
know. He's going full Tony Jaa on him. That's a hit.
No.
And that is a miss. So, like, yeah, you drive into him with your knee, this full Muay Thai knee, straight into the wall. And as you kind of use the momentum to get up onto him, he brings up like a forearm block and covers his head and manages to soften the blow. But you deal some damage there.
All right.
All right.
And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so that's Katara's turn. Next up, this guy Tommy is gonna, while you're like up close and personal, he's gonna start throwing like a full round of attacks at you. So first, he's just like, as you like come down and ground yourself, he is just in just like an orthodox sort of mixed boxing stance, and he is just going to throw just like a jab and a hook and an uppercut in succession.
All right.
So first one, 24 to hit.
Go already.
The
Yep.
hook is another 24,
Yep.
and then a 12. So
yes, no.
yeah, so you managed to slip the uppercut, but the first two hits just knock you about, and you take. Oh boy. So 11 points of bludgeoning damage in total.
All right.
As it hits you with those two strikes and misses the last one. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Or rather, mobility.
Oh. Yeah, no.
So yeah, he hits you like on the side with the hook, and as that comes at you and clubs you over the head, you lose your balance, and he just like gets one leg behind you after missing the uppercut and manages to take you down with just like a judo throw onto the dirt. And just like throws you over his hip, and you are now prone. But that is the end of his turn. So, you're up next.
All right, so she just stands back up. She looks back up. She looks at him, and she gets back up. She's like, okay. She's like, okay.
And the crowd is just like cheering at this point. This looks to be a fight.
And she's gonna go in, and the yeah, she's gonna focus. She's gonna see if she can like focus on his sides.
All right.
So it's just like, let's see if she can get a nice kidney hit that goes in there, and then probably swing that in with an elbow next.
All right.
And if the second one hits, she's gonna try takedown.
All right, gotcha. So that's a hit and a miss. So you drive one good hit into the kidney. It's just like, "Durr!" And you just like colliding against the hard muscles, and he takes a pretty decent hit, but you miss with the second attack as you attempt to take him down.
All right, and yeah, she's gonna stay right there.
All right, you stay and put. He is going to do another 3 attacks against you. Like after taking that hit and slipping the other one, he just comes in. He just like throws an elbow and then a roundhouse to your side, and then another roundhouse with the same leg in very quick succession. Pretty rapid, smooth movements for a man of his size. So first with the elbow is a 13.
Nope.
First roundhouse is a 14.
Nope.
Second roundhouse is also 14. So you just like block, dodge as you just deftly maneuver and in and around these various strikes that are coming your way. So it's back to Katara.
So in one of those strikes, if I could flavor it that way, is when it's coming in, she wants to go through elbow onto the knee.
Okay.
And then, so it's like elbow onto the knee and then go straight to the stomach.
All right. So yeah, you just come down, just elbow, block, and strike at the same time at the knee joint. So the block goes through, deflecting his kick, but it doesn't do any damage. The first one doesn't hit, but the second one does hit.
So with the second one, I'm gonna hit with takedown as well.
All right, gotcha.
4 points. Yeah.
Good 4 points of damage as you strike him, and he has to make a
strength save.
So it's an 18. So unfortunately, he saves.
Yeah, that gets. Yep.
So yeah, you attempt to knock him off his base, but he just like quickly grounds himself and gets himself back into his orthodox stance as he throws the next flurry of blows.
All right.
So with this one, he just like throws like a what's familiar to you, like a sort of low Muay Thai leg kick at your. Oops, that should be a +5, but it doesn't hit either way. And then just like throws a left hook high after coming in with that, almost with a almost like Superman punch type distraction with the low kick, but still doesn't hit. You manage to evade his strikes, but lastly he's just gonna throw a straight haymaker high.
Yeah, all right.
Catch you with it. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. It's just like you're just knocked back with a pretty powerful blow that just shoots your head backwards.
She gets hit by that. She's like, whew. Okay. Yep. And then in retaliation, when she gets hit like that, she's gonna do like a little spin and like with her heel see if she can catch him on the jaw.
Oh, just like spinning hook kick out of it.
Yep, spinning hook kick on that, and then also go in with after hitting him in the jaw with that one, see if she can knock him to the throat with the knuckle as well.
All right. The 15 just misses, and 12 also misses.
Okay.
Yeah, so he sees the spinning hook coming and just manages to duck under it, and the throat punch he also just like forearm blocks out of the way, and you don't manage to land any strikes on this round.
That's fine.
And as he like deflects that last blow, he's just like, all right, I say not to underestimate you here. And he is going to go in full beans with just like another just straight jab cross combination for the first 2 strikes, which is an 8. Oh, he's getting low rolls now, and a 7. But with that last one, as you're like definitely dodging or parrying these strikes, he like follows up with the last one and just goes into basically a tornado kick, like a 360 roundhouse aiming high.
Oh, Street Fighter.
That's a 20 to hit with his tornado kick. And just like knocks you on the side of the head, dealing 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
So you just like, and just like a slow-mo shot, just straight out of a Hong Kong film of the boot colliding with your head and dust flying off of the side of your face and sweat pouring all about. As you get knocked back, you're dazed for a sec, but you manage to focus your sights as he just sort of moves in for the next flurry, but you have a chance to take your turn.
All right, so she gets hit by that. She's like, "Oh no!" And so she's gonna go in and see if she can just like kick. If he's coming in for another kick, she's gonna kick his knee, and she's gonna see if she can go through that throat again.
All right.
With the next one. All right, so no.
Kick at his knee, but doesn't do any harm.
The one in the throat, I'm doing takedown for that one.
Oh, just right, and jam it right into his throat. He's just, and he seems to just get winded and completely caught off guard by this.
Yeah.
Whew. It's a hearty hit, and he has to make strength save.
Strength save. Yeah. Another 100.
I think Sarah's betting against you. It's another 18.
We are going at it.
I know.
So is that 200 for both now?
Whew.
All right. So.
All right, let's go.
He seems to resist this takedown as you just try to force him down, as driving your knuckles into his throat, but he keeps his footing. And he is going to retaliate. First off, he's going to get himself out of this corner. He just keeping a center line with you, just moves off to the side, get a little bit of distance, but still keeping within your reach so as not to provoke any opportunity attacks. And he is just gonna come through and attempt to hammer fist against your face.
All right.
13 to hit.
Nope.
And again with just like a left hook, gonna try and drive it into your guts. That's a natural one, so he just completely whiffs and stumbles around a bit, just putting more power into that strike than he intended. But then he is going to go ahead and just like come in and basically get you in a bit of a clinch and attempt to just like get his leg in between yours and just do like a kind of inner reap throw. And with this last attack, which is going to be a 9 to hit, so it does it. So he kind of like gets your leg up, but you manage to right yourself again by the end of it, and nothing comes of it. So after that series of fails, you're up.
So as his leg comes around, she just kind of like gets it set right, steps on his foot, and then goes in for that elbow right to the nose, and then whips around to face him. So this kick ends up going right to his chest.
Nice.
No.
So again, yeah, he just like elbow blocks your elbow. But that second one hits. They come around with the roundhouse and just
take down.
Oh, all right.
6 points.
So 6 points damage to him. And take down. This is another save. It's a 16. What's your DC? Oh, is it 16?
15.
Oh, 15. Yeah,
15,
so yeah, that kick lands straight against his face, and you see it practically go concave for a sec as he staggers back. But he takes it like a champ, and he's still standing on his feet. So next up, he's going to attempt to come at you. First, he's gonna just like aim high with a roundhouse kick, which misses, and then just like using the momentum of that, continue spinning and then go for a low sweep at your legs, which also misses, and then just for like a straight front kick to try and shoot you backwards. Another miss. So you just like, he throws this kicking combination, but you are just like dodging and weaving between the various blows.
This is the most awesome D&D fight I've ever seen. It's not even D&D.
Oh, I'm so hyped. So
This is, oh man.
So kick comes in. So that last kick comes in, and what she's gonna do is she's gonna go in and see if she can knee his knee, kind of like to the side.
Yeah.
So then she'll like go through and do that, and then go in for a punch right to the stomach.
All right, so you just sidestep that front kick, and as you throw the knee forward, it doesn't seem to find any purchase before he brings it down.
No.
And again,
he's getting good.
just like slips right under your strike, and he's gonna try and capitalize on that opening with a left hook. So,
Right.
first attack is 18, which hits. Just like left hook, right uppercut, and then just the right uppercut misses, but he uses the momentum of that and just like spins in the blink of an eye into a jumping, turning back kick straight to your chest, which does not hit, as you're it's pretty well telegraphed and you're able to dodge out of the way. But you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage from that hook he got in on that opening. And
All right.
I'm gonna actually, that's gonna be his turn.
And then the next thing I'm gonna have her do is with that telegraphed like backflip kick or whatever he did.
Back kick.
She's gonna go through and come in, and she's gonna go through and come in and like jump up, and she's gonna bring her knee straight to his face.
All right.
And then repeat what she did before to see if she can elbow right onto his head and use takedown for that second one.
Gotcha. Going for the classic Tony Jaa combo. Oh, that hits. That knee just comes and drives up through his face. Oh, and both land. That's just like his head shoots up and then right back down as you attempt to drive him into the floor.
11 points of bludgeoning.
Oh, you get some hearty hits in there, and he makes his saving throw, which finally fails as you drive him down and just like.
And I knock him back 5 feet from me.
Oh, can you do both?
Yeah, it's what does this say on here? So it says the target is knocked prone, landing at a point of your choosing within 5 feet of you.
Oh, within 5 feet of you. So it basically means he could be here or in any of these other locations around you.
I'm probably gonna knock him like right, or actually, yeah. So probably like
basically any of the squares adjacent to you.
Yeah, right here.
All right, so yeah, you just like, as you drive that down, he loses his footing, and he just goes head over heels. His shoulder lands first against the dirt. He's just like, "Grr!" And he is now grounded. All right, but it's back to his turn though, and he is going to just like, he does like a bit of a kip up, but like twirls his legs around in a spin as he does, and attempts to sweep you while he's standing prone. Oops, that should be a +5, but hits either way. And with that, he's actually going to attempt, with that sweep, he's going to attempt to full-on sweep you. So I need you to make a mobility saving throw.
Okay.
17 succeeds. So you get clipped on the leg, and you lose your footing for a sec, but you quickly recover yourself. But then he just like, as he does this fancy kip up, comes up and just, he's looking mad. He's just going to throw strike after strike. Just left hook, right hook, nothing fancy. Coming at you with 2 more. This is a 19 and an 11. So he landed 2 hits. That's a 9 and a 6. So 15 points of bludgeoning damage against you.
All right. So she'll go through. She gets these hits in. She's like, whew, all right. And as the last one's coming forth, she's gonna block that last one and then shove her hand forward right to his chest, and then basically kind of like pull him in.
Okay.
So that way the next elbow lands to the throat.
I see.
All right.
So he elbow blocks the chest strike, and then
those
like
knocked her off balance.
no, yeah, you're a little dazed after those last couple of hits. You go for the chest strike, he just elbow blocks, and then before you could even get the grab to pull him closer, he just definitely maneuvers out from it, just with straight neck mobility, and he is going to go ahead and throw another series of kicks, just like a high roundhouse. Just misses. And another high roundhouse with the other leg, which also misses. As you parry these two strikes, but then he just like goes in for just a side kick directly towards you. Which also misses. So you're just like blocking and dodging.
We both dazed each other.
Yeah, you guys, and he's looking pretty bloody at this point. He seems kind of rough after those hits he took. He's got some like blood running down his cheek. He's got some like bruises and cuts starting to form along his face, and he's definitely showing some wear along his already battle-scarred body. But he's gonna kind of right himself right here, being more center-lined.
So what she's gonna end up doing is, in this retaliation pose, so she's gonna go in, and she's also gonna go for a kick, to see if she can hit him right in the side.
Okay.
But after that, she's gonna go through and kind of, trying to figure out how to word this. So the kick comes in, and if it hits, she wants to use her foot to pull him closer. Like,
okay,
kind of
gotcha.
like wrap around his head. So like wrap to like the back of his head so it pulls him closer.
Gotcha.
So that way the next hit is going right into the chin.
All right, so you're going for like a kick and then just like hook around his head and pull him in.
Mm-hmm.
16 hits, just hits.
All right. Oh yeah.
Also hits. So just like, and then just takes the kick to his head and then gets brought in from the heel.
4 and 9.
So 9 points in total. All right. So you land those 2 strikes.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, and his just like, again, there's some blood running down the side of his face. He wipes it off like to clear his eyes. And he's still got his guard up. He's just like, all right, respect. And he's just gonna, you see him just like leap into a jumping, spinning hook kick that goes high. And it's a 16. I think that misses you. Yeah. So you still manage to dodge out of the way of that. But the follow-up strike also misses. So like he kind of spinning hook kicks, but then as he lands, just goes for a stiff jab, which you deflect out of the way. But then he throws in just like a final elbow to try and catch you. It's 20.
All right.
Which hits you.
Yeah.
And that's 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And this elbow comes in right into your temple, and it kind of rings your bell. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Whew.
That actually fails. So,
All right.
you are stunned until the end of his next turn.
Okay.
And with that, yeah, he gets another free round in you as you're sitting there just like dazed and punch drunk from that last strike. Your ears are kind of ringing, and he's just like, and he's just gonna go in and then go for just like a full on hard boxing punch strikes and just like gut, and then hook to the side of the head while you're vulnerable. So he has advantage on all of these.
All right.
So it's 2 for each. So the first attack hits with a 23. The second attack hits with a 19. And the third attack
hits with a 24.
Yeah, hits with a 24. So those are 3 hits.
No crits, though.
No crits, yeah.
Yeah.
But he lands 11, 6, and 10. So 27 points of bludgeoning damage he throws in as he's just like got you stunned in the corner and just with rapid series of hooks at you.
All right.
But you snap out of it with that as that final strike swipes across your face. He looks, oh man, he looks relatively as bad off as you are.
So she like looks at him and she smiles, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, you know what? Respect. And she's like, respect. And then with that, she's gonna like focus. She like hones herself for a moment because she's like, whoa. And she's gonna go in. So she's gonna go in and kind of use both her fists.
Mm-hmm.
There's like both her fists to go in for this like pile driver to the center chest.
All right, just like.
And then she's gonna do that, and then she's gonna bring the next one up to the nose.
All right. First on the chest strike. 20 hits. 16
And
also hits.
Second one, takedown.
All right. Okay, 1500 on Katara. Which, by the way, the odds are in Katara's, or rather are weighted towards the other fighter, so you'll get a bit more from betting on Katara.
13 points.
All right, 13 points of damage. Well, I suppose he doesn't need to make the save, because how does Katara want to do this?
Oh! Wow, really? I almost felt like a jerk, because I was like, oh man, like when you said that, I was like, oh snap, I forgot, I hadn't posted my bet yet. I posted it right before she kicked his ass.
So what she does is as she's going in, and she hits with that center, and as she's coming in, she'll like, she just does this like, Tony Jaa jump forward, and just bam, right into his nose.
Yeah, just full on driving forward momentum. She turns into a bullet that shoots across the distance and just knocks him out with that final nose strike, and he just and for a moment the entire crowd is silent as everybody is watching somebody that they've never seen lose take this strike. And he's woozy and he's looking like he's about to stumble, but his every conscious will is fighting against it. But then he falls to one knee and then collapses onto the floor beside you. And after this moment of suspense and bated breath that the entire room seems to be in, you just hear out of all of it, "Ah!" As everybody just goes crazy. Yeah, everybody's just like, "Oh!" And there is just not a quiet soul in the room. Everybody is just crying out in excitement. Some people crying out in sadness, having lost some money on the safer bet. But yeah, so who all bet on Katara?
I bet 200.
So everybody who bet on Katara, I think Mr. G and Kevin did.
Well, I'm supposed to be the manager, so I would have had 1500 at the start.
Yeah, true. So yeah, you all double basically whatever you put down, so you gain the same amount in profit.
Y'all better have some pockets. I don't have enough room.
You got inventory space?
Nope.
Oh,
I'm literally just cash right now. Oh, actually, I keep forgetting to ask. I literally have 2 knives on me that do the exact same thing.
But, you only need one, unless you want to throw.
Yeah,
one.
I know. So that's what I'm saying. I have Chauncey's karambit. I don't know if at some point I could have given it back to him if he wants it. If not, then I can store it somewhere because I was only holding on to it for that one area.
Right. I'll say you could keep whichever one you want to have on you.
Yeah, because I'll just throw it in I have a locker inventory space that I have set up for my Italy area.
Okay.
But I'm gonna throw it in there because I don't know if he wants it back.
I'll say
I have his karambit.
Yeah, well, just so we're not retconning, I'll say you could like keep it in the SUV, for now.
Yeah, okay.
So, and yeah, you can take it back whenever you leave this area. But
Because like that should have been like before Japan even, I think.
yeah. But nonetheless, the ref figure steps back into the arena and just like raises Katara's fist up in the air. Katara looks also bloodied and battered, having taken some hard hits. You like the side of your lip is bleeding. You've got some bruises and cuts along your face, but you're a little dirtied from having rolled around in all of this dirt for a fair bit, but you nonetheless stand victorious as this crowd of silhouettes from the lights that are shining down on the arena and everything else outside of it being dark. You just hear a amorphous crowd of silhouettes just screaming at you and cheering and roaring. And you just hear him call out, "Our new champion!"
Oh yeah. She's just like,
That's right.
whoo, and just gives a bow. And then just and obviously dude is unconscious on the ground.
Yeah, he's unconscious on the ground. Just laying there. Just like face down on the ground too. Just like his back is to you. You see his big dragon tattoo across it.
Somebody get that man up. I need to talk to him.
Yeah, actually, it would be good if we talked to this guy. Man, I don't know. So where do they get dragged off? Like,
So the other guy was literally just like propped up in a corner, and he is just sitting there. He doesn't seem to have any friends that are tending to him. But yeah, this Tommy gets like dragged out of the arena, and after the ref applies an herb, he's just like comes to his senses, and they give him some smelling salts, and he comes to, and sits back up.
and she'll like walk over to him, and she'll just like extend a hand.
And he's just like, he's coming to. He's still like kind of sitting a little on the ground. He sees you come up and extend a hand. He's just like, ugh. 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 Yeah. Can't say I saw that coming. And like just like completely ignoring your hand and not taking it.
Oh. And she's just like, she just kind of like moves it back, and she's just like, you fought well. And I say it was a good fight.
Are they out of the ring right now?
Yeah. Yeah. He's sort of
Yeah.
like, off to here, and Katara steps onto even ground with him. But yeah, he's just like, I don't lose. And he just looks like, you see like the most just angry but just like reserved look of defeat on his face.
I'm gonna like kneel down and get to his level and just be like, well, if you can't beat him, join him.
Who are you?
Sheila.
I represent her. If you will, and soon I can represent you.
This is my arena. I don't.
Now it's mine.
What are you on about?
I'm gonna own this place. It's only a matter of time. And if I were you, I'd get on the winning side.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I make a deception check? Because I don't want to own this place.
Okay, I'll say yeah.
Maybe
we
I
could-
do. Maybe I do. Actually, I've been thinking about this. Hold on. I mean, I might.
If you want to own this place, then that's persuasion. But if you don't, then that's deception.
Oh, that's stupid. Because my deception is insanely high.
Yeah, man. But
But
it's
I
up to
actually
you.
do kind of wanna own this
Roleplay
place.
wise, what's
All right.
the prognosis?
Oh man, I talked. I said it, and now I want to. Hold on, I put in the wrong thing. That's dumb. I hate it. I hate everything.
And he just as he stands to his feet, he just shoves you aside and he's just like, yeah, well, I don't want to hear it. And he just walks along, disappearing back into the crowd.
All right. He'll come around.
I need to relax.
You need a rest.
I do.
As this is all going on, I'm basically okay. Can Sarah walk by herself at this point?
Yeah,
never mind. Everybody came over to me.
So
And Qatar could get a complimentary herb as well.
Oh,
if
yeah,
you wanted
yeah.
to get healed up a little.
Yeah, what was you said 2d4 plus 2?
Yeah.
And
6. Yeah, this is... Yeah. I'm just gonna have her put her gear on.
All right.
Or grab her gear and just like equip everything, and then just take a seat like right here.
I think Sarah's got a work cut out for her right now.
Yeah, I was just gonna sit right here.
yeah, I was about to say I'm gonna start casting tend to the injured.
All right.
Can I
bro.
assist?
Where'd he go? Hey, bro. Yo, we got a... Yeah, I don't see him.
Disappears into
We
the
got an
crowd.
open shot. We have an open slot right here for some good heals. No, that's fine.
He's just in the crowd like, no.
No.
All right, where's that dude? Where is that dude?
Well, if he's
Hey.
over 30 feet.
And he's just over
can I
here,
use
just
this
like
time?
doling out all sorts of cash, and he's just like with this big old smile on his face, just like, "Oh, we're about to make so much bank."
You have no idea.
So what was Qatar saying? Sorry.
Oh no, I was like, so how long of a rest is this? Is this like hit die?
I mean, you
rest,
could take a
or-
short rest if you like. There's 14 points to all y'all.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Does that mean she's also tending to herself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna. Oh. This is just, she is just like, oh, this hurts. 3, 2.
Spending some hit dice as you guys settle down here. So there's at least going to be an hour here. So what's Mr. G going to be doing during this time?
Talking business.
Talking business. And
Right.
Mavuto's
First of all, we
just
gotta
like,
get paid.
yeah, he gets you paid out for all your bets and stuff. Oh right, and also he beat the reigning champion, so
I'm
he's
here
just
to
like,
get paid.
he's just like, hey, you come here into my back office, and he like brings you back here after he's done tending to everybody else, which takes a good few minutes. But yeah,
That's like half an hour right there, just waiting for him to finish doling out cash.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, you see him kind of disappear behind this desk and starts messing with like a safe back there. And by the
What kind
time,
of safe?
it just looks like a small, just 1 by 1 foot box kind of, or maybe like 2 by 2 feet, like box kind of dial,
Well,
safe, turn dial.
Dial?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And
Yeah, easy peasy.
yeah, he starts messing with that, and it just like, of course, peeking over his shoulder and trying to be discreet about it. But
I'm gonna face away. Once I take a peek at it, I'm just like, I don't even know. I don't even need to know what the combination is.
Yeah.
but yeah,
I just
he
needed that.
gets it open, and you hear some fidgeting around, and by the time it's all said and done, he closes the safe up and throws this duffel bag on the table full of cash, just stacks and stacks of bills. So I'll say this duffel bag is cumbersome, which means it takes up 3 inventory slots, but it can hold all 50,000
And $1,000
dollars in bills inside of it.
and 2,000 from my earnings.
Yeah, I'll say you could put any extra earnings in there. I'll say this duffel bag can hold up to $100,000 in cash inside of it.
Duffel bag.
Mm-hmm. but it occupies 3 blocks of
Bag.
inventory space.
And then this is 52 out of 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will figure out how to hold that later.
Yeah, it's on the table.
It's on the table. Do you guys, just real quick, do you guys have slots for someone to hold a steroid and a tranquilizer?
I can hold a steroid.
I can hold a tranquilizer.
Sure.
As
okay.
long as
Easy peasy.
it's regular.
Yeah. So we'll get it sorted out
Yeah,
once you
just-
get out of
just-
here. But
yeah.
yeah.
Because I just don't have the means to carry everything. In there. All right. So I've got this duffel bag, and I'm sitting there just like, so I've got a fighter.
That you do, my friend. That you do.
So you run this place.
And that I do, my friend.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna make a lot of money.
Oh, I
See-
smell it. I feel it in the
Oh,
air.
I smell it. Oh, it's sweet green.
Tell
So
me,
here's my thing.
What do you got? Yeah, what's this fighter about? Where'd she come from? I ain't ever seen anybody take down Tommy the Destroyer Edgar like that.
Let me tell you this. She's on some new shit. You don't even know. Her training program. Huh?
This is the approach you're going with?
Her training program. Her training program is nothing like you've ever seen. In fact, nobody has ever seen what she's gone through.
I mean, I don't doubt it. I mean, she looks so small frame, but I mean, Tommy, he doesn't hold back for nobody.
Oh, I can see it. Now, I like your arena. I like it. But looking around, I didn't see like there was too many people throwing around some big wads of cash. And I'm here to make some serious money.
Hey, I'll take what I can get. I mean, Rethus Hovel is like, this is the only place where you could run this kind of arena. The kind of down and dirty, gritty stuff that people want to see. People come in from all the surrounding area trying to see the fights that go down here. People that don't even belong in Rethus Hovel come here to see some fights.
Oh, believe me, I know. Why do you think I'm here?
Oh, I see word has traveled far and wide.
Now, if we're gonna be doing this, you're gonna have to let me in on a little. I'm walking around and I see all these gangsters out there, just rolling around in their, with their fancy suits and their blinked out AKs. We need to get some of those guys in here.
I mean, I've been trying to get that kind of clientele. I mean, I see them walking around out there. I mean, some of them come in every once in a while, but they're not too much of regulars. I guess they got a little bit too much action outside the arena. Yeah. Not regularly. Like I said, they're around.
Yeah. I'm looking for some big money spenders. You don't happen to know anybody who's willing to throw around some big dollars?
I mean, there are lots of people around here. I mean, you got some of these black market deals. They sell some crazy stuff that you wouldn't even think people are buying for lots of money.
Yeah? How about this? If I can... Tell me where I can find some of these guys. I'll give them a talking to. I'll see if we can do some promoting here.
Are you kidding me? You can find them within, like, 100 feet of this place. I mean, you got, just look over there, you got Nash's Bar. That place is real seedy. People always meeting in the back room for deals. You got Ibrahim's shack right next to it. You know, that guy's just selling guns out of there all the time.
So that was Nash to the bar, Abraham's.
Ibrahim.
Ibrahim.
Yeah, with an I, but basically same name.
All right. So, I'm not talking no 2-bit crook. I'm talking somebody well connected.
I mean, you won't have trouble finding well-connected people around here. I mean, Nash's bar is usually where people go when they want to start networking, if you know what I mean.
And I'm looking to network.
I mean, that you are. If you can network and you can get people in here, this place would be swimming. But yeah, that's the place you want to go if you want to start networking. I know Ibrahim, he knows lots of guys too. Don't get me wrong. He's just mostly, I mean, he's like me. He's a businessman, he's just looking to sell. But he employs some good thugs, unlike the guys around here. I mean, it's not just thugs. He likes to play things smart, He tries to hire good. He'll pay top dollar because he knows that talent don't come cheap, and he knows that one good soldier is a lot better than 20 just crappy ones with the, again, blinged out AKs don't have no training. So he pays top dollar to get good troops on his side. Everybody else just goes for quantity. So you might see some
Ibrahim?
of him. Yeah, at Ibrahim. And he was like, yeah, you might see him, you might see some fancier security around his little shack than you might see in some of these other people.
Now, when you're talking quality soldiers, are we talking? And he's gonna like get in close and just be like, "Are we talking?" I don't want to say modified, not modified. Like, they're what's the word?
Like evolved?
Yeah,
enhanced.
But what's the enhanced? Yeah. And now, when you say quality soldiers, are we talking enhanced?
I mean, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know. They could be enhanced on something, but as far as I know, he just goes for some, he goes for mercs, not just street kids that will do anything for a buck.
All right, I'm gonna do some networking.
Yeah, you do that, and you tell them to come right back here. We got some quality fights here. We got a quality fighter. Got a new champion.
Right.
We're gonna be putting up posters about this new champion. I'll tell you what.
What's your name?
He's like, name's Mavuto.
No. Oh, that's true. I didn't know his name.
Yeah.
But Katara.
What's Katara's name?
What are we gonna call you?
That's a good question.
This dude's name was the Destroyer.
I don't. So what we have the Destroyer. Were there any other names were there any other names that were used for other people?
It seemed like everyone else were just like randoms that wandered in looking for a fight.
Okay.
This is the only guy that seems to have some reputation. Now. Yeah, you're a champion, so you can put it in quotes, something in quotes if you want.
I don't know, man.
If you even want to use your real name.
Something that has to do with sleep. Something that has to do with sleep. I don't know.
Sleep maker.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to think of something.
We'll brainstorm it.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, I gotta go get the elevator. I'll be right back.
All right. I'll be back. And,
I was just gonna say, yeah, now Mafuto's like stroking his chin, just like wondering. It's like, yeah, we need something catchy for this gal too. I like her.
Oh yeah. You're definitely gonna like her. She's gonna make you a lot of money. Make us a lot of money. All right, I'm gonna go get network.
Hey, yeah, you do that. You bring people back here. Hype up that there's a new champion in town.
Oh, believe me, I ain't gonna stop talking about it.
And so you leave with your cash after arranging the inventory.
Yeah. So, who has the steroid?
That would be me.
All right, you've got just the standard steroid, and Kevin, you said you have the tranquilizer.
The tranquilizer.
All right, so that's also a standard tranquilizer. 10d10. All right, Duffel bag. Big ass duffel bag. All right. I don't know if I should be carrying this around actually in this
Right?
this place.
I mean, you guys could check back into the SUV if you want to drop stuff off. There's plenty of storage space in its trunk.
Yeah, I'll have. How far away are we from the SUV? Is the SUV in the area?
Essentially, he parked like basically just outside the limits where it basically becomes undrivable as you come into the network of shacks. But yeah,
I just don't want to be. Yeah, I just want anybody to see these people with a duffel bag full of cash going up to a BSAA guy.
I mean, you could stealth it.
I'll be back. I will stealth it.
All right, go ahead and make it stealth.
I'm just gonna like take this bag, just get low, and just kind of like move through the back alleys, try to avoid as many eyes as possible.
Yeah, and I'll say with it. Yeah, I'll say with advantage because of your boots and because it's pretty crowded.
30.
All right. You sneak by without a trace and go he's nearby, but it's still a couple miles since you're well into the area. It's about a couple miles walk to get back to him. But still, you manage to get there like less than a couple miles. Yeah, so you with a light jog, you get there within a half hour and quickly and quietly drop it off.
Yep, make it back as
He's just like
brisker pace.
Everything all good, boss?
Yeah. Hold this. Don't let anybody see it. Cash.
I mean, he just sees a big old duffel bag going, so...
Yeah. Just keep that low key.
He nods to you. Yeah.
Run back a little bit faster pace. Probably head back at the end of their long rest. Make it back.
True, yeah.
Or short rest, I mean. Okay, so here's what I got. We got a guy, Nash's Bar, backroom deals. Apparently, a lot of people go back there to start. Wait, no, was it the Nash's backroom bars? That's just a place to make deals. But like, Ibrahim was the one where he said that's where you want to do your marketing.
No. He said the bar is where the networking usually happens.
Yeah. So the bar. We got some names going through there. We're gonna check that out. Ibrahim, he's got a bunch of nice mercs, maybe some for hire.
All right, sounds promising.
But we're still looking for. I think we need to head down to Nash's so that way we can see if we can find anybody from Section 3.
I'm back.
Welcome back. We're going to Nash's.
Oh, okay.
No, but yeah, I think we should head to Nash's first, see if we can find somebody from Section 3. But
Okay.
also, Ibrahim has the soldiers. They're the ones who employ the mercs. We might be able to employ some ourselves if we need it.
Mm-hmm. All
A
right.
little bit of local help.
I like that. Yeah, let's go for it.
I'm on board with this. Your last plan worked splendidly, so I don't see why not.
All right. So as you guys collect yourselves and head across the way, the brisk walk that you make within seconds over to Nash's Bar, that is going to be where we end tonight's session. As you guys enter this seedy little joint and attempt to do some networking. So that was a fun and interesting one. So thank you all very much for watching. That was a good time. So of course, scheduled for the same thing next week, and we'll see where the survivors go from here in Johannesburg, in this sort of underground slum and den of crime. So, until next time, we'll see you guys later. Peace. Squared. Have a good night. God bless.
Night, sweet dreams, all the good things.